All right, look, PrizePicks is America's #1 sports picks app, and it's the easiest way to win cash while you're watching games. Here's how it works. You pick more or less on 2 or more players, and you lock it in. That's it. No spreadsheets, no nonsense. If player picks aren't your thing, you can also pick teams now. Winner, spread, total, all in the same map. Team picks are live in 30 states, including California, Texas, my home state, and Florida. Most importantly, new users use code Speakeasy. $5 gets you $50 in lineups for free. PrizePicks. It's good to be right.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome into the Speakeasy, sophisticated sports talk with the best in the game. We're back at it again on a Thursday night, last show of the week, and we're proud to present you one of the best shows in all of sports media. I'm Carebear Kieran, standing here behind the bar, a very large human being, and I'm joined here today with 2 gentlemen who played in the National Football League, and now they are making their marks behind the microphone. First off, this dude has Oprah Winfrey's phone number, and he wrote some books. Emmanuel Acho.
Yo, beautiful people, beautiful people, beautiful people. Hey, y'all could be doing anything. You're hanging out with us. Y'all know the vibes. We do not take it for granted. Consider us your online family. If it's your first time in the chat, let us know it's your first time in the chat. And regulars, show them some love. It's just their first time tuning in. Hey, if you haven't hit the subscribe button yet, please do so. We live off the subscribe button. We feed our families off the subscribe button. After you do that, hit the bell button to be notified anytime we go live, anytime we drop a VOD. Hey, we're doing something unique on today's show. We want to make y'all feel even more included in the show. We're starting with a specific topic, but after that, we're going to drop a poll and let y'all decide what we talk about next. So you all quite literally are going to produce the show today by deciding what we talk about next. It's love. Care Bear, turn me up.
No, absolutely. If Emmanuel Acho is the Agusi soup that sits on the side table that nobody touches, this next gentleman is the candied yams and collard greens that you definitely want on your plate. I'm talking about one of the most exciting route runners in NFL history, and now he's your favorite route runner's favorite route runner, and he's teaching that route runner how to route run. I'm talking about TJ. Who's your mama? Who's Schmenzada in the building? How we doing today, TJ?
Man, after you said that, I think I need to get me some collard greens and some yams. I need some. Man, that sound good.
For sure. Absolutely. That does sound really good.
Man.
You know what, me, I could always eat. Speaking of a guy that doesn't eat enough,
for 2 or 3.
This dude is a father times 1, soon to be father times 2. He's in charge of the chat, and he's posting everything on social. One of the best in the game, Social Trey in the building. How we doing today, Social
What's happening? Listen, feeling good, feeling great. It's good to see you fellas as always. Today is our Friday. Let's make it a great show.
Make it a great one, bro.
Let's make it a great one.
It will be a phenomenal show, ladies and gentlemen. We have to start off talking about some playoff basketball. Obviously, the Lakers going on right now, but the Detroit Pistons took a 2-0 lead over the Cleveland Cavaliers tonight.
Hold on. We got a $50 super chat.
Already?
We sure do.
Oh, wow. Already?
We sure do.
Already.
We sure do.
We must address the super chat first.
Okay.
All right. And then we going to talk
we can get to it. Go ahead.
To me.
Social Trey and Achos. Dark horse for MVP this year. Terrence Smith 215 has jumped in the super chat and said, "What up, guys? First, justice for Social Trey's contract.
Justice for your contract?
Justice for Social Trey's contract.
Tell him to sign it.
And his allergies.
It's been in the docs. Tell him to sign the franchise tender. Okay?
And his allergies. I had to reemphasize that.
Oh, no. We're not giving the juice for allergies.
Apologies for being MIA all week. Your girl been tired, but I've been watching the replays. # Team Acho and Social Trey. Taryn, it's always love.
You know what, Taryn
like being on Team Losers.
We need to give her a round of applause.
Hold on, TJ. Yeah, not too much. Not too much on our team, man. Not too much on our team.
You know what we do over here on the winning side. But, you know, Taryn, she's a quality player for you guys.
She is.
She's a quality player. The rest of your team, her and B-Ty carrying a lot of weight right now.
Okay.
They're carrying
that's
a lot
cool.
of weight
That's cool.
right
You
now.
say that now, and then as we get more, then it's going to be like, oh, well, yeah, they're a good pick, too.
And
they're a good pick, too. And they're a good pick,
I mean,
too.
since the draft, I went back and tallied it. We actually have like almost double the amount of super chats than y'all's team does. But it's okay.
Can we start the show now?
Look, it's time we start the show. Let's talk about it. The Detroit Pistons defeated the Cleveland Cavaliers tonight, going up 2-0 in the series. They defeated them 107-97. And James Harden had another stinker performance in the playoffs. In the fourth quarter, 0 points. Missed the one shot that he took, no steals, no blocks, a -9 plus minus, and he had a game-sealing turnover as well. Our boy Nick Wright put out a tweet saying, today was James Harden's 182nd career playoff game. It was the 36th time that he's had 3 or fewer made field goals. Nearly 20% of his career playoff games. It was the 46th time that he has had as many or more turnovers than made field goals, more than 25% of his career playoff games. Cannot believe this is a real stat. It's insane that it actually is a real stat. Guys, is James Harden, after being traded for and sending Darius Garland out to Los Angeles, is he sabotaging the Cleveland Cavaliers?
James Harden is unfortunately doing what James Harden has always done throughout the history of his career. The problem is he done brought it to Cleveland. He did it in Houston. We saw that. Came up short. I think he went 2 for 13 from the three-point line, and they got to have it game. He did it in Philly. We saw it. Came up short. Blew a series lead, if I'm not mistaken, versus the Boston Celtics. And now James Harden has taken his shortcomings to the Cleveland Cavaliers. Here's the thing with me for James Harden. If you're not going to get buckets, at least drop dimes. You can't avoid getting buckets and also struggle dropping dimes. Pick a struggle, James Harden. I believe he had 10 points and 3 dimes this game. Make that make sense. Like, if you're not finna get buckets, I understand that. Let Spidey get the buckets. But Harden, then go out there and drop 8 to 12 dimes, then at least be a conduit for points on the offensive end. But at the point in which James Harden is a drain and he's not a funnel, what are we talking about? Dude was a -15. The next worst from any other starter was a -6. A -15. James Harden was supposed to make the Cavs better. Darius Garland was exchanged for James Harden because we thought to ourselves, James Harden, we need your firepower on the offensive end. Hell, we need your experience. And we also could use you as a point, being a legitimate conduit for success on the offensive end. But there's not a world in which Spidey can go out there and drop 31 and James Harden, you just drop 10. Like, Spidey gave a winning effort. Jared Allen, he showed up today, gave a winning effort, had 22 and 7. And then James Harden, you decide to go ghost. Now y'all down 0-2. I also think it's insurmountable. I'm disappointed in James Harden. Atrocious performance.
The Cleveland Cavaliers traded Darius Garland for James Harden for these moments.
Yeah, exactly.
For these moments when we need you in the playoffs because you've had so many experiences that you're not going to have to carry the load with us.
Yep.
Donovan Mitchell will be the one. We feel you can be a great 2, and he's letting them down. That to me is, I'm sure they're kicking themselves in the butt because they gave up a young player for an older player, looking at the Eastern Conference with Jason Tatum out and saying, this probably can be our year that we can get to the finals again. Since LeBron. Like, we can do something. And James Harden just isn't playing well.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, this has kind of been what he's done in the playoffs throughout his career. But more than, like, Evan Mobley, you got to score more than 9 points. Because when you sign the type of contract that Evan Mobley signs, you have to give me more than 9 points in the playoffs. You have, like, Evan Mobley is 6'11", 7 foot, right?
Yeah.
9 points.
Yeah. Bro, one
but
board.
even worse than
one
that.
rebound.
He
Yeah,
had
one board.
one rebound.
One board.
He had one rebound.
Come on, bro.
And so, yes, Harden, you have to play better. But Evan Mobley, you got to play better as well. But this is almost, you would say, par for the course of Harden. Normally in the second round, though, Harden's not fatigued.
Yeah.
He normally gives you buckets at this junction of the playoffs. It's at conference finals where he starts to wear, I don't know what's going on with James, because Donovan Mitchell did his part. This game was nip and tuck all the way through. This is a game where James Harden, if you go 6 for 13, it's a different game.
Kieran, you know what, though? This is why rings matter. It's not this dumb ring culture debate. I'm with you on the LeBron 6 for 6, no game 7s. It's an unfair. This is why rings matter. Because James Harden has legitimately kept or withheld other stars from the opportunity for chasing rings. Spidey's 31-point effort is good enough for a dub. I get it. Evan Mobley didn't show up today, but in all honesty, Jared Allen compensated for Evan Mobley's
But they brought James
lapse.
Harden in for this.
Correct.
They brought him in for this.
To me, when I think about James Harden, this is why I cannot consider him an all-time great player. I can consider him an all-time great scorer. Hell, I can consider him an all-time great talent. But I can't consider him an all-time great player because James Harden does not do what great players need to do when it's needed of great players. He just doesn't do it. And we've seen it in Philly with Embiid, when Embiid was playing at an MVP caliber level, and it was like, Harden, bro, I need you for a game.
Yeah.
I need you for a game. I don't need you for the whole series. Bro, I need you for a game or two. Can I get a game or two from you, bro? And with all due respect, in Houston, couldn't do it. Philly, couldn't do it. Not even going to talk about Brooklyn. But he couldn't do it there either. And now in Cleveland, this is a wounded Pistons team.
Yeah.
And not wounded by health, wounded by inexperience. This is a Pistons team where the Magic took a chunk of flesh out of them. And Harden, you can't even help now. Come on.
What's the rebound differential? Because I know Cleveland had 30. Because nobody on Cleveland had double-digit rebounds. Not one player.
It was 6 different. The Pistons had 42. The Cleveland Cavaliers ended up having 36. Yeah, no, but it's a tough situation though. With only getting one board, Jaylen Brown really, just doing what he needs to do on the boards. Again, I think what we saw to James Harden today was just a continuation of what we've seen from him in the playoffs. When he was in his prime, winning MVPs, and then he was averaging 26% from the three-point line while attempting 10 threes a game in 16 and 17 when they made the playoffs and Western Conference Finals against the Warriors, you saw that he can be a bit of a liability in the playoffs. So the idea that the Cavaliers were going to trade Darius Garland, a younger player who was hurt last year in the playoffs, if you guys don't remember, he was hurt, ended up missing a lot of games last year in the playoffs. You trade that guy to get a piece that you think might be able to help you compete. It was crazy. It was not a smart move, especially for a 36-year-old James Harden. And this to me is why when we were having the debate during the season about who's the third best shooting guard of all time, or who's in your top 5 shooting guards? We're talking about the Allen Iversons of the world. We're talking about the Dwayne Wades of the world. This is why James Harden, in my mind, will never be above those two. Mm-hmm. You can't show up when it matters most. And at 36 years old, this wasn't just a 1 or 2 season thing. This has been the story of James Harden's career. Yeah. Not being able to show up when it matters most. So yes, I'm right there with you. All-time great scorer. Some of the most exciting, fun, awesome moments. You can't tell the story of the NBA without him. But he's more Tracy McGrady than he is Dwayne Wade. He does not show up when it matters most. I really think he's this era's Tracy McGrady when you look at it. A phenomenal scorer. Incredible scorer. Awesome offensive anomaly, but whenever it matters most in the playoffs, I can't depend on you to show up for anything. And that's the problem with James Harden, and it's why I think the Cleveland Cavaliers have set themselves back years. Let Darius Garland and Donovan Mitchell take their playoff lumps instead of trading them away and now getting a guy that can't show up and makes 3 field goals tonight. More turnovers than field goals in multiple games.
You know what's crazy? As great a career as James Harden has had, he's going to be remembered most for falling short than he ever is for accomplishing.
Absolutely.
James Harden is the face of underachievement. James Harden is the face of elite talent, but lack of clutch. James Harden is the face of shrinking in the biggest moments. James Harden is the face of letting his teammates down. James Harden is the face of hard work beating talent when talent doesn't work hard. James Harden, he is the poster child for great, but not good when it matters most. That's the dilemma with James Harden. As talented as James Harden is, he will not be remembered for his MVP. His MVP, to me, it falls secondary to his underachievement in the postseason, and that's a shame.
Because of the way James Harden is, 30?
Probably 36. He's 36. He's going to be 37 next season.
So should any of this surprise anybody because of the history of how he's performed in the playoffs?
No.
Like, why would you expect that it would be any different? Is it because Donovan Mitchell now will be the number 1 option and you can be the 2 option? Is that what you would assume the brass and Cleveland thought, okay, we'd make James a second option. He's a great second option. Not so much will be on his shoulders that he'll perform. And when Donovan Mitchell gives us 31, it's like, what a terrible time to have a bad game.
No, exactly. It's not surprising though, TJ, and I think that's the most frustrating thing if you are a Cavaliers fan. This isn't a super duper deep East. They're young, they're talented, but you had another guy that I think could have contributed in these moments.
I'm surprised. Here's why. Every time Halle Berry get divorced, I'm surprised. Every time. Where we going? Every time J-Lo gets divorced, I'm surprised.
You're not divorced with either one of them?
It's not even that.
They just look too good?
It's just that I'm just surprised.
Like,
I'm surprised that another man would look at an icon, a pop culture icon that's very attractive in their own right by societal standards, and divorce him. I'm just surprised. Now,
Jennifer
in theory,
Lopez, too?
Kieran, yeah, J-Lo too. In theory, you shouldn't be surprised, right? That's the track record. But you just look at the person's skill set, and you're like, surely you're going to come through. I look at James Harden's skill set, and I'm like, there's no way it can happen again. Like the last dude had to be tripping.
It's surprising.
He had to be tripping. So to me, T, like, you're right. I should expect it. But I just look at him when I look at it, like I look at Hallie when she began to, and I'm like, there's just it doesn't make sense. And James, it just doesn't make sense to me. It does. Is the series over?
Yeah.
Dang.
I really think it is. I also think
This is crazy.
I
to
also
hear from
think.
y'all.
Hold on. I also think Pistons do a great job defensively. But what do you think, Trey?
I been high on the Pistons. I told y'all that I believed in the Pistons. And y'all
Man,
sat
every
up here and
series is
Cavs
over.
this and Cavs that and Cavs this.
That's true.
Now I don't think the series is over. I don't think it's just over.
I think every series is over except one.
T-Wolves?
Yep. It's only one.
Yep.
It's only one.
I can say that.
I don't agree with that.
Do you anticipate Harden can help lead a team to win 4 out of 5, or they win 4 out of 6?
4 out of 5. They have
No.
5 games left, so they need to win 4 out of 5.
Yeah.
No, I don't.
It's over then.
I don't think Harden's the one to do it. Donovan Mitchell is going to have to score 35 plus a game for them to.
But Spidey's never done it either. He's
Yeah.
never gone to the conference finals.
But he hasn't shit the bed quite like James has.
No.
More turnovers than field goals is we can't keep having that beat in there. And at some point, as a player, as a competitor, and I know it's easy for me to say sitting behind the desk, never played in the NBA, all the things, to be like, at some point, bro, you gotta turn it on.
Yeah.
You can't be 3 for 9 in a closeout game, then come back 3 for 9 again, 3 for 12. Like, you can't
But my
come
thing
out
is, though,
and do
at
that.
36 years old, I don't even know how many seasons there. He's in year 17, year 16.
something like that. Yep.
This is who he is.
Yeah.
This
In the
is who
playoffs.
James in the playoffs. In the
Yeah.
playoffs.
Yeah.
One of the greatest regular season offensive talents the
Yeah.
sport has ever seen.
Yeah.
But in the playoffs, this is who James Harden is.
Yeah.
This is just who he's been.
I agree. Yeah,
And
it's
like,
just,
I don't
but
know.
it's like I don't know. It's again, it's easier said than done. But it's like, damn, you don't have that much of a chip on your shoulder of all these people. Like Nick Wright has gone on TV and said you got this many games of more
But
turnovers
it
than
ain't
field
like
goals.
he's
in the
not trying to play well. He just
Yeah.
he just is.
But you got
just
as a professional, you got to be able to maneuver. Like Acho said, go to a strictly facilitating role. Like just quit.
What do you think
shooting the
about
ball.
him taking one shot in the fourth quarter? Do you think the confidence is gone from James Harden? Because this is my
No,
thing.
I don't think that. I never
if
think
James
that.
Harden in the fourth quarter of a game is only taking one shot,
in a
I'm
close
sitting there
game,
asking
one
myself,
shot. It's
yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah,
if he's taking
You
one
think his
shot,
confidence is
in a
gone?
close game, and you James Harden,
Yeah.
you're known for scoring.
you're James Harden. And I'll also add this. If that's the mentality, guys, at 36 years old, I don't think James Harden's a starter for a championship team. You could be a 6-man coming off the bench. You could be quality. We've seen him in that role before when he was younger. I'd love to see him end his career in that role, giving me good buckets off the bench. Awesome.
Yeah.
Go join a team that you can play that role in. But right now, he's asking to be. He's asked to do
being
too
asked
much.
to do too
He's
much,
being
yeah.
asked to do too much.
Yeah.
And that's just.
But I also think James Harden's afraid of the moment. Because to be the man to take the shot, you have to be the man willing to have missed the shot. And then when you only take one shot, they can't blame you. I only shot once. You can't be mad at me. To James Harden to me is
Here we are, though.
afraid of the big moment. Yeah.
Maybe now.
Yeah.
James Harden, he's been a very clutch player.
But
in terms of like knocking down jump shots, not like winning series or winning games or
I'm about
anything
to
like
start
that.
sneezing,
No.
about to
Don't
start
start sneezing
sneezing.
on me, no. But in terms of like being the one to take the shot and knock the shot down, he did it for the Clippers, even in his most recent stint with them. Like he had a lot of clutch shots, while Kawhi was out. But I don't know that I can say his confidence is shot. I think he realizes that other guys around him are more talented at this point and more capable of shooting and taking these shots.
I mean, he's
I
being
don't
guarded
think-
by Tobias.
I don't
wanna
think
look at this.
anybody's more talented at getting a bucket outside of Spidey.
That's what
On
I'm
that-
saying.
on that
That's what I'm
squad.
saying.
I'll bet.
But Donovan Mitchell's shown that he's clutch in big moments as well. So I think he just is like, I'm cool deferring at this point, especially given the fact that I'm just not playing well in either of these playoff series. So I think James Harden definitely has a lot to prove, and he's not on the right track.
What the super chat's talking about, bro?
We do have some more super chats, and Team Acho and Social Trade is showing up and showing out. My God, Javante Crawford, 75.59 said, Shout out to my guys. The convo about Dre and Melo. Wanted to know your take on it. If you take Eli's career over Cam Newton. I think we talked about Draymond and Melo yesterday. If you haven't seen it, go back and watch. And I think we've talked about Eli and Cam, right? We did Eli and somebody.
We've done Eli and somebody. I would take Eli or Cam Newton's career. I'll take Eli. That hurts my heart too. Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
Man.
I'll take Eli. TJ.
You have to though, because you took Draymond yesterday.
Yeah.
You have to.
But at least Cam had an MVP.
But Eli had a hell of an individual career, but Cam Newton's highs were higher.
We're saying NFL or the entire thing?
NFL. Let's go NFL.
You're in a box then, yeah. Oh, you
Problem
still
is
taking Cam?
Eli.
Cam, the thing
I'm
is
taking
though,
Eli.
Cam for those 3 years was amazing.
Yeah.
I'm taking Eli.
Yeah, I might take
Because
Eli.
he had
in
a
that
really
one.
good individual career. He won 2 Super Bowls.
Yeah.
They both made big bread.
Yeah.
Eli made more.
Way more.
I'm taking Eli.
If you gave me like Dan Marino versus Eli, I'll take Dan Marino. But Cam, I don't know.
Yeah. That's a good question.
I think Cam's
Yeah, that is a good
But
question.
Cam Newton, bro, when he
was him.
He was like that.
He was him.
So he gave another one to Terrell Davis or Barry Sanders.
I can't do this all day, but Barry Sanders.
Oh,
yeah, Barry
Barry.
Sanders.
Barry,
Cool.
regardless.
Yeah,
He also goes on to say very different analogies, but I value your guys' takes and was interested on your answer. 214, Mr. DFW. In the building says summertime Harden is already in cabaret mode. Lemon pepper wings fry hard. James Harden is who we thought he was. Dak Prescott of playoff basketball. Carebear. Thoughts on your QB being compared to one of the biggest playoff
When I say he's Dak Prescott or he's
You
Lamar
gotta say
Jackson?
Lamar.
I'd say he's more Lamar.
Lamar's better.
Lamar's better, had better situations.
Yeah.
I would say
An MVP
NBA
talent that
Yeah.
underwhelmed.
Yeah.
Dak's
Yeah.
not a. Dak is Paul George.
Dak, I mean, he's been top 5 in MVP
is that
voting.
there?
I like
Dak,
that.
Dak, Paul George, I don't hate that.
like
Yeah,
that.
I think that's
Dak
pretty
is
fair.
more PG.
Yeah.
I like that. R. Stone jumped in the super chat and said, looking for the call up from the G League as long as playoff James Harden has graduated to a defensive liability on top of a choke artist. Detroit basketball will move and ready to pump them New York Knicks. We will atone from 2025. Just Dart 69 said Pistons in 5, question mark. I don't hate it.
I can see that. Yeah,
I don't hate it. I
at all.
said 6 originally, but 5 is looking good. Mosey, the wrestling guy, said, yo, Speakeasy, back at it again, fellas. I'm about to name my top 5 NFL teams right now. Let me know if y'all disagree or not. In this order, Rams, Chiefs, Seahawks, Eagles, Cowboys.
Rams, Chiefs.
Yeah, I
Chiefs.
disagree.
Yeah, I can't say the Chiefs.
I'm not even gonna wait.
Come on, he put 2 teams in there like, what?
He just
He said, and then he ends his tweet with, I'm a 19-year-old boy. So,
That's cool, though.
Yeah.
But he wrong on that one.
He's the one that was
he's-
calling us cutesy for.
Yeah,
It was
that is
terrible.
him. That is him.
But shout out to you though. But no.
I don't mind 4 of them.
Who?
Rams.
He put him in order though.
Yeah.
Oh, in order.
Yeah.
He did
that's what
say
I'm
in
saying.
order.
He put the Chiefs in
Rams,
2.
Chiefs, Seahawks, Eagles, Cowboys.
Also, I don't.
The Cowboys.
I think the
can't be-
Ravens are going to have a
No, the
re-emerging
Cowboys
year
and
next year.
Chiefs
too.
cannot be in
Cowboys
that.
and Chiefs can't be. Yeah, they can't be in that conversation. Not right now.
Whoa,
That's fair.
Cowboys
Listen.
can't. Hold on now. Slow it down.
Couple more, we got to keep it moving.
Slow it down now.
Meets me outside 5280 said, what's good? Been watching for a while. Y'all of them dudes. TJ is the GOAT on the show.
He is.
Acho, you got lukewarm takes.
That's fair.
Trey is Mr. Smooth and Cholesterol Bear is him. Chiefs Kingdom.
Cholesterol bear is crazy.
Yeah, that's wild.
Oh, man.
Cholesterol bear.
When's the
These
last time you
dudes
got a
are
blood
real
panel? You had
creative,
one?
man. They just be
I'm
coming
actually,
up-
I messaged Acho today about getting the doctor. I'm
Get
going to get some blood work. Yeah,
That's
you
what's
know
up.
what I'm saying?
I need to go back.
Bruh.
Yeah, I'm
Last
saying.
time I
Bro,
went,
Hey.
Got
go
to.
to the doctor and check your
Extra
health
phase,
screen.
Go to the
Especially
doctor,
black
man.
men.
Nah, facts.
Well, we was getting physicals all the time.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
boy, when I went to the doctor and I got that, I think I told you.
Yeah, you told me.
I was like, what?
Yeah.
I had to beg James Jones, bro. I fought with James. Said James, go to James would come in the studio every day, and he would eat 8 pieces of bacon. And James would be like, bro, I would always tell my coach, if a 300-pounder fall on my leg the wrong way, that banana ain't finna save me. I said, James, but this 8 pieces of bacon
That's
you
some
eating every
country
day.
ass
Yeah.
shit.
I'm like, bro, he went to the doctor. He said, man, I got to cut this out. I was like,
Yup.
yeah, but I'm glad you didn't drop dead.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Especially it was
Exactly.
tragically, who was that receiver? Number 12, Ravens.
Oh, Jacoby
Jacoby-
Jones.
Kobe Jones, like the
yeah.
blood clot or something, right?
Yeah.
Like just at 40 years old, same draft class
Yeah.
as James. That's really what made me say, like, hey, G,
Yeah, go get
like, go. You
Yeah,
know what I'm saying?
go to the doctor. Also want to give a shout out to my Aunt Mary. She found out she had cancer a couple of weeks ago, had surgery to remove it. No chemo. Praise God. I want to say
God.
praise
Cancer-free?
God. Yeah. So yeah, they removed about 97%, but then she's gonna go back for further testing, but no chemotherapy for her.
God.
So I just want to say, praise
In theory,
God.
shouldn't we give a shout out to God though?
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. Should we get praise God that she?
Can we give a shout out to God next time?
Yeah, well, yeah.
Because you said shout out to
my
your
aunt.
Aunt Mary.
Yeah, no, I didn't mean to say shout out to her. I mean, well, she's going through it now.
Yeah,
but
she
yeah,
is.
I'm saying
She's
shout out to her. So if she
soldier.
sees this at home, she's smiling. You know what I mean? She's
Okay,
for
bet.
sure.
Bet.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
make sure
But
you
all glory to
No,
God.
I mean, all glory to God.
He
though,
been in the
at end of
book. You know that.
Yeah,
So you
I
ain't
said
had to
that.
be petty. You ain't had to be
I said
petty.
I just felt
God.
uncomfortable.
He said praise God.
I said praise God.
Holy
You making
Spirit
me
just-
defend
I
Carebear
felt
right now, and it
uncomfortable.
feels nasty.
I felt uncomfortable. The spirit was like, hold on.
Make sure he knows
Yes.
next time.
Who getting the glory?
Okay, all
Okay,
right.
come on,
That's
now, I hear
fair.
you.
You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
Amen.
All right, man.
Hey, what we doing next? What the chat say?
Okay, listen. Let me get to the poll results. So I put 3 options in the chat. I said, what should we cover after James Harden? We've got Russini Files as a topic. We've got Draymond and Rivers. We've got Jaylen Brown and Stephen A. Smith.
What they say?
47% said that they want to talk about next. The one, the only, Diana Russini and Mike Vrabel saga. So Carebear, cue it up, damn it.
Look,
Let's get to it.
we have to talk about it. Speaking about things unholy, let's talk about this union. Fellas, TMZ dropped another nuclear bomb on the internet
this was
today.
crazy.
Diana Russini and Mike Vrabel caught on video walking on a dock during their boating expedition. If you see Diana Russini here, she's going to turn around, and she is very much pregnant.
Bruh.
Very much 7 months pregnant on the dock in Nashville, Tennessee. So more proof of their boat trip, if you will. Benjamin Albright put out this tweet saying, Vrabel will be coaching week 1 unless he decides not to. If an alleged affair was enough to get a coach fired, about half of the league over the last 20 years would have been fired. I'm not going to sit here and name names, but there are dozens of just the known affairs out there. Fellas,
All right, Benji.
what should Mike Vrabel do in this situation?
Albright's tripping. Because, of course, affairs and affairs and affairs and affairs. Don't nobody care about an affair. That's not the issue at hand here, people. Let's stop acting dense. The issue at hand is don't embarrass me. That what was it that Lala told Melo? Lala knew Melo was stepping outside the marriage, but at the point in which I think he had a kid on her, just trying to make sure I'm not speaking out of turn. Did he not? He just got caught up.
No. Yeah, he just got caught. Yeah, no.
At the point in which you get caught up, now you embarrass me. Now I have to do something about it. And I think Beyonce got a lyric about it. I don't remember it, but she got something about but just don't embarrass me. Yeah. This isn't about an affair, people. That's low-hanging fruit. This is about public embarrassment of the New England Patriots organization, public embarrassment of Vrabel's last name, public embarrassment of Diana Russini that has drug on the entirety of the offseason. We talking more about Vrabel than we are the draft picks. Like, that's what this is about. This isn't about these affairs that Albright is leaving a cliffhanger of knowing or not knowing. Don't nobody care about that. If you have enough decency to keep it private, bet. But this is about the public embarrassment of it all, T. So, to me, like, obviously Vrabel's not getting fired, nor should he get fired. But the public embarrassment has escalated this beyond the level of just cheating. Like Sharon Moore. It's one thing, Sharon, you cheated, bet. A ton of coaches cheat. But now you go to her house, you allegedly say you're finna kill yourself, you crying, you getting arrested, you crying in front of cops. That's what made it so bad, bro.
But what is Vrabel doing? Vrabel ain't done anything. It's just, things are just coming out. It ain't his fault.
Yeah.
They just coming out.
He was sloppy.
Is it sloppy, though?
He was just out with her. And it's
Kieran,
because he's Vrabel, everybody is recording.
Yep.
And now that all this has come out, they like, hold on, let me see if I still got that video.
Yep. Was that Diana Russini with him?
Hey, when did we go to the lake?
You right.
I still have it.
Yep.
That's what it is.
Yeah, that's crazy.
All this is coming out now. Hey, y'all remember when we recorded Mike Vrabel? When did we take that vacation?
Yeah.
And they going through their camera roll trying to, But Vrabel, this ain't his fault that it's coming out.
But here's what is Vrabel's fault. For being so sloppy. Bruh, if you on a boat with a pregnant woman, you can't take pictures with fans.
He got comfortable. He
got stupid.
He started doing it for a while, and then it was like, okay, this is my lady. I tell you this yesterday. It was like his little girlfriend.
Here's my thing, though, T.
That was his girl.
T, you can't take pictures.
He had a wife and he had a girlfriend.
You can't take pictures on a boat dock with fans where Diana Russini is.
No, but you don't ever think that's coming out. You just taking pictures with fans. He got real because some people have a wife
That
and a
video's a
mistress.
secret
That was
video,
a
though,
wife and a girlfriend.
If you not been in a situation, T, he signed his own name on the insurance
that's wild.
waiver.
That's wild.
Bro, I'm Jonathan Vrickel.
Huh?
I'm not Mike Vrabel.
Man, no.
I'm Miguel Vrabel.
Hey, Carebear, I need a favor, bro. I need you to meet me over here. I need you to rent this boat for me. I got you, bro.
Bro.
That's what you do.
Correct. Like, that's my thing is like, I have checked into hotels under aliases, and that's just because I feel like being bothered. Mike Vrabel, if you with another woman, you surely should be able to sign an alias. Like, that's why I'm like, he got stupid and sloppy. And because of that, that's why there has to be more than just like, oh, my wife are working on.
You gotta show ID sometimes at some places. If he doesn't know who Mike Vrabel is, it's like, oh, this doesn't match your ID. Like, you never know.
But then
if the property actually does get damaged.
But it's twofold. Two things you do in that situation. One, you don't take the boat ride, or two, you just be a passenger on the boat ride.
Yeah.
Like, you don't show up there. Hey, let me know when it's done. I'll pull up. Like,
can I tell you my issue with this entire argument? Why is the conversation right now about being discreet instead of him just not doing the shit?
Because he did it for so long.
Yeah, but what I'm saying though, that's the problem here though. It's the fact that he was cheating on his wife, stepping out on his wife, being with a 7 months pregnant woman. I mean, that's what they're gonna call me for sure. But also, I'm not the one caught up in a situation with.
Here's why.
You know what I mean?
Because what? 70%. I think studies show like 70% of relationships there's infidelity. So. To sit here and judge him for the infidelity is like,
what's that percent?
It's like 65, 70. I mean, like 56% of marriages cite infidelity and divorce.
Yeah.
Wow. You know what I mean? Like that's the primary citation of divorce is infidelity. So at the point in which, Kieran, 65, 70% of people are doing it, and that's just what people have admitted, ain't nobody finna throw a stone at Vrabel.
So if Johnny jump off that bridge, you jumping off too? So my mom would say, but listen. This is my problem with it all. It isn't, to be honest with you, not discreet. This is clearly a private investigator that has been able to get all of this information. If you didn't believe it after the first photos were taken from 800 meters away.
No, they said it wasn't.
I don't believe that.
That's great. I don't believe that.
No, they did say that. They did say that.
TMZ said it wasn't.
Them first pictures at Sedona. Who taking them pictures?
Who's taking that?
Well, you got to zoom in.
The only reason that, and to some degree, there's a world where I'm like, it's not, is remember the PI pictures we saw from the GMA couple. That was PI pictures and statements. At 5:35 p.m., they went on a joint run together. Picture of them running. At 6:12 p.m., they were at the coffee shop. Picture of the coffee shop. On Saturday, 2 days later, there was a picture of them in the cabin at the woods. Picture of them at the woods. I'm saying a PI a private investigator team, they give you details plus the pictures.
But who's taking pictures of Mike Vrabel that far away? That's not a private investigator. You are not a fan.
Yeah, I feel you.
If you're taking pictures that far away, you're doing something. You're paid to. That was a nice little distance they were away.
Yeah.
They're just making it seem like it wasn't
even the video.
Do y'all know what Mike Vrabel's wife looks like prior to this?
No.
Do y'all know what Diana Russini's husband looked like prior to this? I still don't.
I didn't even know what Diana Russini looked like prior to this.
That's what I'm saying. So for them to have pictures of it, like you had to know this is Mike Vrabel and not his wife.
Yes.
So it was 100%.
Or they already took those videos, though.
You know, if you're a relatively avid football fan, you know who Russini is. If you're an avid football fan. Like, especially in the last 6 to 8 months, because she just keeps reporting.
But you know the name, but if you see Mike Vrabel with a woman, you think, oh,
that's his wife. The casual, the everyday person that's in Sedona.
If I saw Mike
I'm just giving credence.
I would have thought that was his wife.
But here's the difference, though. People give wife energy and people give sketchy energy. Seeing Vrabel and and Russini at that hotel in Sedona by themselves, that's not giving wife energy. That's like
this is giving wife energy.
Absolutely.
Right, like this wrong. Can we pull the clip again?
That is
this right here.
Walking up.
This right here with my pregnant wife. We both in some flip flops. You out there?
Yeah.
That's giving wife energy.
I got a question.
Coach Vrabel.
I have a question for the married man, and if you married in the chat, this is for you exclusively.
Somebody cheating in the chat.
Somebody DM me today. No, my former teammate, J-Matt, 3 times, he hit me today and he said this. Acho, I got 3 kids. He said, when my wife is 7 months pregnant, I know all of her whereabouts. I think the husband knew. To my married man to my right, or my dude, to married man to my left, your wife might be around that pregnancy. Your wife,
at 7 months is when where you going? Let me know.
Is this true?
That is very true.
Is this true that in 7 months you know your wife's whereabouts?
You not going nowhere for
hours,
more than a couple hours, and I'm like, hold up, where's she at? What you doing? You good? Everything all right? Yes, that's true. A good point.
I mean, I hadn't thought about that, but I don't even think really the pregnant, like that's just how we operate in general. Like I'm going here, okay, I'm going here, that's it, it is what it is. So at 7 months pregnant, yes, I think there's even more of an exceptional case to that of like, she doesn't.
Based on what you just said, T, did Russini's husband in your mind know?
Let me ask, where does Russini live?
Russini,
not in Tennessee.
I don't know.
I'm assuming not
New York, Philadelphia,
because
somewhere.
If you're going to Tennessee to get on this boat, and this is in June, what are you reporting on? Because that's almost like a dead period. All the coaches go on vacation because it's after mini camp, and you getting ready for training camp. So they take like that week to 10 days off to go on vacation with their family. So you not reporting. You're not doing no reporting if you Russini.
Yeah.
Where are you going? What you doing?
Who's to say that she couldn't be though? It's off season. Training camp's about to kick up.
No.
We're gathering intel from.
That was, I believe it was June 20th, June 21st, something like that. That is technically not a dead period, but it's like all the coaches, they go on vacation. That's their vacation time just before camp. Because 3 to 4 weeks before camp, they start putting down, okay, this is day 1, this is day 2, blah, blah, blah. They getting everything organized. Looking for April. Look, he chilling.
Yeah. Big chilling.
Yeah.
The biggest chiller.
Now, I mean,
so
I will say.
That is a great point. Like, her husband wasn't. Hey, where
you at? What you doing?
Yes.
But also in her line of work, there is a lot of like, hey babe, I'm going here, I'm going there, and you wouldn't necessarily be suspicious.
He's also,
I gotta catch a last minute flight because this coach just said he'll meet me to do an exclusive, blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
So now she's on a flight. You're not asking questions. You're like, okay, babe, have fun.
Also, he's allegedly like an executive at like Shake Shack or something. So who knows what his schedule looks like?
Yeah.
If it's a random
Whereas
Tuesday.
if my wife asked me, like, if I tell my wife, hey babe, she'd be like, I know where you work. I know what you do.
Yeah.
This
and
doesn't
they're
sound right.
older
This
though
is
too,
fishy.
so they might not be like sharing a location back in 2021. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it just wasn't as popular of a thing.
The problem is she could cover the cheating around work.
Absolutely.
Yeah, 100%.
Of course.
But
Easily.
7 months pregnant in June?
Easily. I'm going to Nashville to report on the Titans.
Yeah, I got to interview Mike for exclusive sit down.
Yeah.
She could cover it.
They got me on a lot of AFC-based teams, a lot of East Coast teams.
But
so
wait,
I'm going to
timeout.
Timeout. Half or full?
Just a quick little half.
22nd.
That's all I need. We're actually currently going through this. So
you and your wife?
Not through this. I'm saying through thinking about traveling while pregnant. So we actually had planned. We're from Indiana. For those people that don't know, we live in California. All of our family is back home in Indiana. We had planned to have a baby shower back in Indiana.
They don't want her flying.
You can't fly after some
32.
No, it's earlier than that.
Don't fly
after
when
20
you
weeks.
7 months.
Some say 20.
For sure, they don't
definitely
want that.
not flying at 7 months. But they said 20 weeks, which is technically like 5 months, and the latest we've seen is like 28 weeks. It's not safe to fly after anymore. So the point at which she was 30, about 28, 30. Yeah, no, she's not. Yeah, that. Why are you risking getting on a plane that late in your pregnancy? Yeah, so
I think she lives in New York, by the way. Yeah.
Here's the thing, y'all. That has to be Vrabel's baby. I hope. I don't, bro.
I'm with you on that, Trey.
I don't. I really don't hope that's his baby.
Here's what y'all not thinking.
Also, she came out today and said that Michael is her older brother's name, or not her, but like TMZ.
Yeah. Oh, it came out
and said that it's her older brother's name. And
bro,
that's what.
Here's my thing. Here's why it has to be Vrabel's baby. If you married to Diana Russini, you jeopardized the health of my son to go on a boat at 32 weeks pregnant to be with your mistress. Fine, if he slept with you, bet. You told him you loved him, bet. But you jeopardized the health of my son. Allegedly. I believe probably my first son, allegedly. For what?
Yeah.
That has to be Vrabel's baby. Because at least if it's Vrabel's baby, then you jeopardize the health of his son. But you, like, it's one thing to cheat on me, but don't put my son's health in danger. My son! What John Q say? I'm not gonna bury my son.
Son, yeah.
Man,
My son.
it's just gonna be tough, man, for
Damn.
the wife
about it,
and the
bro.
husband that was cheated on because it's so public to stay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To
Husband can't stay.
Family members, friends. Like if you stay, it's gonna be like, we're gonna work this out. But just so you know, I'm gonna get you back. Like,
They just got to get
like-
together, the two of them.
Like we ain't saying that, but that
The
look.
two that got cheated on, they just
Hey.
gotta hook up one
That's-
time.
we gonna make this work. But
Carebear, what?
that look is, oh yeah, he getting you
Yeah.
back.
What?
We both got alimony money now. Let's get together to get them back.
Yeah, trauma bond. People do that all the time.
No, but your entire
How do you
experience is to get something.
How,
Like,
how do
your
you
entire
feel
experience
about
with someone
this?
else
How do
is
you
to get
feel
back
that your
into-
husband did this to my wife? You want to meet for
Yeah, let's meet for coffee.
and talk about
Now
this?
they the next GMA
Yeah.
couple. Telling you.
Oh man, it's
Don't knock it
crazy.
till you try
Did
it.
the
They might
spouses
need
of the
to try
GMA
it.
couple get together or something like that?
Allegedly, but I don't think that was
I was
real.
about to say
Because they had
yeah.
kids.
Pull the
that-
wife swap is crazy.
Yeah,
That's
that is.
crazy.
Yeah, that is.
What super chat's talking about, G?
Listen, we definitely got quite a few more super chats. Jonathan James Rambo said, "Good to see TJ, the frame mogger, back. But wouldn't you think if Diana was obsessed with Rabel and that's his kid, she's gonna come out and say it and bring him down with her? Care Bear, you got a great voice, little Glazer beam."
Little glazer beam. What?
Well, this is the same guy that so TJ's a frame mogger, and we had this. So he just is like
Oh,
Gen
no,
Z
he's,
brain
he's
rot,
yeah, no, he's a younger dude for sure.
completely brain rotted.
Turn that up though.
Brennan H03 said, "Hey guys, love the show. What NFL teams do y'all have winning each division this upcoming season? Let's just pick one division, because I don't know if we can run through all.
What division you want to pick?
We done NFC East, I think, right? Do NFC West.
Ooh, that's a tough one. I'm
Yeah.
gonna go with the Rams.
Care Bear, NFC West division winner.
Rams.
Acho, NFC West division winner.
Seahawks.
Wow.
Well, there you
They're
have it.
celebrating in the back, man.
Yeah.
Goodness gracious.
Art Stone said, "How is it you were employed by the Patriots organization as a player, an assistant, and now a coach, and you're this sloppy on a cover-up? Have you not learned anything?" did have some precedents said that he should have and could have learned from. Southern Smoke is in the building and said, "As a married man, we got each other on location lock. I'm with the get back, knocking Mrs. Rabel down twice a week after this, and getting the bag next. Hashtag Team TJ, Team Care Bear."
Hey,
But-
you know what we do on this thing?
Yeah, we
What
know.
would you say, TJ? Do it worse times 10.
Times
Times
T-
10.
But
10x it.
Well, would it make you feel better?
me it would. I don't know about y'all, but me, yeah.
Damn.
No.
They gonna make me
Yeah,
feel
would it
better.
make you feel
Oh,
better?
spare me that. Look at that.
would
That.
make-
When he does that smirk, I just see
hold on,
right
hold on.
through that.
Sleeping with
No.
the man's wife that slept
I'm
with my wife,
such an
I would just want to be out of the
upstanding-
situation. I would just want to be out of the situation. I wouldn't want to do that.
Because why? Because you don't want to. Because why?
Because I feel like I'm giving more credence to the situation than I
Your
should.
pride will always be hurt from that,
Of course.
but it does feel better that if somebody does something to you, you do it back. Hey, weren't you told when you were younger, if
Yeah.
they hit you, you better
him
hit
back
their
harder.
ass back?
Yeah.
And hit him
Okay.
back harder. Yeah.
You got
Yeah.
hit, I'm about to go hit something in. Ha, how about that?
How about that? How about that? Listen, Bryson Campbell 970 said, "Give me your take on the Jennings trade to the Vikings. I'm sad as a Niners fan. He was reliable and brought that dog, but we got how you say his name again? Strivling, right?
Yeah,
Strivling
yeah.
in the draft to replace him. Do Vikings now have the best wide receiver core?
I saw that.
in the league.
What happened? Where'd Jennings go?
Minnesota, 1 year,
Minnesota.
$13 million.
Yep.
Really?
So the Niners offered him supposedly a multi-year deal that started at 17 a year. He wanted 20 plus. And bad decision.
Man, Jennings, he finna go crazy as a number 3. Sheesh.
I mean, the quarterback
he's
play
playing for a
got to
good-
be up to par.
Yeah.
But crazy enough, Kyler don't ever feed the ones. He feeds the 2s and the 3s.
And the tight ends.
tight
He got
ends,
tight ends.
Tight
yeah.
ends.
Listen, keeping it moving. Truck Visor app said, "I don't normally do super chats, but TJ is goated." After that Rabel Russini take as a serial cheater. Okay, bro.
Oh, no, we got some cheaters up in here, man.
Clearly,
they call
yeah,
me
he
a simp
says as a serial
asking
cheater.
for loyalty,
I
man.
felt that when you said that's his girlfriend. I've been there too many times. Well, listen, you know, if nothing else,
Damn,
Shady
I
don't
hope
trust
your
you.
lady ain't
Facts.
knowing you
Watching
in
this.
this, watching this, and
He
you
might
now.
be in between situationships right now, so he's a
Yeah.
free agent.
That's
Cameron
what it's a
Brown
serial
B7T said, "What's up, Speakeasy fam? Second time chatter here. I don't think we've ever had that. Somebody like, this is my second time. Detroit basketball in the house. The disrespect needs to stop. Kate is a story here. Talk about it. And Mosey, the wrestling guy, jumped back in the super chat. You got a lot of money for a 19-year-old. I'm not mad at it. Say, okay, brothers, this is my updated top NFL teams. Once again, if y'all disagree, let me know in this order. Rams, Seahawks, Broncos, Bills, and then fifth is Eagles or Ravens.
He
did better. He did better the second time around.
Much better. I include the Cowboys somewhere.
Anything pushed back on that is a guess.
Yeah.
I would put the Texans in there, but like anything, that's a solid list.
Fair.
Yeah, that's a very fair
That's
list.
a fair one.
Our weird cousin, Central Cast,
What up, Central Cast?
is in the building, and I got one more after this, and we got to keep it moving. I believe TJ now, that man said, hey, yo, Carebear, I need your help. I got you. Who cheated on you, TJ, for you to be knowing all this? I'm taking notes of your game, OG.
What I know? What are you talking about? What I know?
I guess
He's saying that you know how to get back if someone cheats on you. I guess.
That's just in general. You do anything to me,
I'm gonna get you back times 10.
that is a
straight up.
common thing
Yeah.
with TJ. He
point.
said, you hit me on the sideline, I'm hitting you back.
You damn right.
You do something to me on the field, I'm chasing you to the locker room. We know TJ's history.
You got to get
You know
back.
what I'm saying?
JM 2020, last super chat before we keep it moving, said $25 and said God is good.
All the time.
And all the time.
God is good.
Amen. I'm praying for the spouses and the kids, but as a Bills fan, wow.
Problems, huh? Want nothing but problems.
I hope the divorce papers come before week 1. All love for the Speakeasy. I'm trying to get drafted, by the way. Let me know. J-Ham, I am familiar with your game and your name. You just got to be a little more prolific.
Yeah. We'll have another draft here.
Yeah, we'll have another draft.
At
I've been
some
getting
point.
DMs. People been hating on me. How could you not put me in the... Relax, guys.
Can I ask y'all this before we move off the Vrabel and Russini? Do you think a divorce does happen? Because that's public information. If a divorce filing it up, do you think we get one before the season?
Russini's husband, I would assume, would file. Like I would, you can't stay with the woman that has publicly embarrassed you on camera, and then has named a kid Michael, and the mistress is dude is Michael. And the thing we're not talking about at all is the woman you married isn't the woman you're married to. You don't know Diana Russini.
Not like you thought you did.
Yeah, and with all due respect, I don't think you know her at all.
Yeah, that's a bar.
Because like she, at this point, we would have to assume is a pathological liar who has put potentially your son in harm's way. So you don't even know Diana Russini if you're her husband. So you're married to a complete stranger. And a stranger that you wouldn't remarry if you knew the character of the person ahead of time.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Yeah.
What's the timeline, though?
You mean?
For divorce, like how long does he have before like he starts borderline and
he hasn't filed.
like
He's probably
cut
just
conversations?
if he is gonna file, he's probably like, let me let this die down. He probably doesn't want to, because at the end of the day, they have 2 children.
Yeah.
We know one of them is his. He probably not trying to do that to the mother of his child or children.
Yeah.
I mean, she didn't spare him no hate, so I don't know why he'd be sparing her. But the kids is, if there ever was a reason, it'd be the kids for sure.
Where we at, Kieran?
Look, moving forward, we got to talk about some more action in the National Basketball Association. More stories, more chapters to the Austin Rivers and Draymond Green back and forth. He went on a podcast with Raymond Felton and some other former NBA players and went off again. I'll let you guys take a listen to what he had to say.
Hey, there's a difference between being a star and being a star in your role. Draymond was a star in his role, one of the best at it. He talks too loose, and he talks with conceit in his voice when he tries to come at other players as if he's better than them. No. You've achieved more because you were a star in your role in a cast that Steve, the guy that hindered your career, placed you in and helped you and embraced you with a bunch of guys on a very talented team, one of the greatest teams ever assembled, that Warriors team. And that's why he's in the Hall of Fame and he deserves to be it. But when you start talking and how he did with Charles, or he starts talking about me, belittling my stuff, or other players, whoa, Dre. You talk about, you need to play Nas one-on-one. But motherfucker, why don't you play me one-on-one, Draymond? Because you can't do no handoffs in one-on-one. You can't set no pick and roll in one-on-one. So all that extra talk is BS, and that's all my response was calling me the biggest bailout. Yo, bro, have some wherewithal. Get outside yourself. Have some humility. You know what happened, Dre. You know what was good to you. Now, that's it.
Austin.
Back.
Fellas, you like Austin Rivers doubling down after being asked about Draymond?
T, we haven't heard your thoughts on this.
I don't like the friendly fire. Y'all both NBA players. Yes, Draymond, you had a better NBA career than Austin Rivers. But all the back and forth to me is just so unnecessary. I believe it is. Draymond, you say what you got to say. Austin Rivers, you say what you got to say. We leave it at that. But now, we all know Draymond ain't letting this. He not just going to let Austin Rivers get the last word. Draymond going to come back with something. Mm-hmm. And so my take on this is when Draymond said what he said, it was like, okay, Austin Rivers came back. It was like the Nas, the Ether. It was like, oh, real good comeback. Draymond is quick-witted. Mm-hmm. Draymond going to come back with something. It's almost like they two rappers that just keep going at it. And I don't like it because when you're Austin Rivers, the easy thing, man, your daddy is the reason. But Austin Rivers was a really good player in high school, was a really good player at Duke. But when you talk NBA, it's Draymond easily. Draymond not going to play him one-on-one. Why would he? I mean, because Austin Rivers is 6'4", Draymond is probably 6'5". Mm-hmm. They the same size, height-wise. He not going to play him one-on-one. And so now when Austin Rivers says this, it's like, all right, I'm going to leave this one alone. Because you telling me to play whoever the
YouTuber Nas, yeah.
Oh, Nas. I was like, who is Nas?
It's my dog. He's really good.
So you telling me to play him? You play me. Draymond ain't gonna respond to that. Or my career was better than yours. I ain't gonna play you. But I just don't like it because it's your peer.
Yeah. Draymond can't respond, T. He has no response. What's your response? I got more rings than you. Cool.
Yeah.
You said that already.
You said.
Yeah.
You out. You had ammo. I got more rings. That's the only shot you have.
He gonna respond because
and the dot.
Draymond is quick. That brain work. He gonna respond with something good.
But the problem is, Austin Rivers said the quiet part about Draymond incredibly loud. And he said it incredibly intellectual and incredibly articulate. You were a star in your role, but you were not a star. Incredibly well said. I'm still that. It's accurate. Like, Dre, don't get it twisted, bro. You're not Steph. You weren't Clay. And you weren't KD. The Warriors likely do not win as many chips as they won without you. But at the end of the day, you were the greatest role player of all time. The greatest role player of all time. But there is a seismic gap between being a role player and a star. And Draymond talks like he's a star. Craziest part about it is, Draymond should be one of the most heralded players of all time, one of the greatest defenders of all time. But when you speak with humility, we got to bring you down. That's the weird dichotomy of the world we live in. It's like we prop you up, we prop you up, we prop you up. But if you start to prop yourself up, we take it upon ourselves.
Oh, he wasn't that good. Yeah.
And so Draymond has propped himself up so much that people are like, hold on, Dre, you're not that nice. If Draymond spoke with humility, we'd be like, bro, you know how nice you are? You're one of the best defenders of the generation. But because Draymond talks as though he's a god, it's like, hold on, Dre, you was cool. You was cool. You weren't that nice. Karen, what you think?
Yeah, no, I mean, it's the way Draymond's been speaking. Look, I think everybody can agree Draymond's a first ballot Hall of Famer, a dude that was amazing, the defensive anchor for one of the greatest teams we've ever seen on an NBA court. But the way he's been talking recently is ridiculous. And I think this is a result of ring culture. It's a result of everybody telling us that the ring is the most important thing and the most spectacular thing, and nobody else is worth anything unless they have multiple championships. The way he talked to Charles Barkley on set and inside the NBA yesterday was utterly ridiculous. I don't know if you guys got to see this. Him talking about his years in Phoenix. I'll let you guys watch this clip real quick.
I mean, I think the goal is just to not look like you in the Houston Rockets uniform.
Yeah.
Is ultimately the goal for us. Like, we don't want to.
What does that look like?
Did you see it?
I'm just asking.
I saw it. I mean, so, we're always...
Deadpanning that is crazy.
Fellas, the Houston Rockets were a couple of games away from making it to the NBA Finals with Charles Barkley when they were playing the Utah Jazz until Charles Barkley got hurt. Mm-hmm. The Houston Rockets version of Charles Barkley played the game of basketball at a higher level than we've ever seen Draymond play it at. Charles Barkley's an MVP of the National Basketball Association, and he played great in some of those years in Houston. He was never a scrub on the basketball court. Averaged a double-double all the way throughout his entire career. So for you, Draymond, to sit there and talk to these people who are GOATs, who are legends, I understand when Shaq does it. There's a mutual respect. Shaq keeps it, oh yeah, you just don't have a championship. What do you mean the goal is to not look like he did in the Houston Rockets uniform? Draymond, you've never been that good. He's never been as good as Charles Barkley in a Houston Rockets uniform. And I'm not saying that as a former basketball player or anything. Me playing basketball should not matter at all whenever I say this. It's asinine that you go at people like this as if you were the most untouchable, number one option, MVP, all-time great. You are all-time great. But this is crazy that you're talking to people the way that you've been talking to people. And I'm with Austin Rivers on this. You came at me and disrespected my entire career as a basketball player when all the way leading up to the NBA, I was better than you. Far better than you. I just think it's crazy the way that he's taking this and talking about people ridiculously, and I think it's all just it's the rings. The rings are getting to someone's head, and it's crazy.
The best thing I heard on this topic matter, and I hope y'all hear this. If y'all in the chat hear this, I think it was Bomani Jones who said the problem with Draymond Green is he's just mean, and nobody likes mean. Like Charles Barkley, when he comes at somebody, he does it in humor.
It's
he
funny.
does it in jest.
Yeah.
He does it tongue in cheek. But Draymond Green is just a mean person at times to people. His Austin Rivers comment, it was just mean. His comment about Charles Barkley, it was just mean. Mm-hmm. Even in the Speakeasy, when we go with different athletes, round of applause.
Yeah,
it's in jest. But like Draymond, it's mean. And so I think that's why Draymond finds himself in these situations. He was trying to be funny, but it was just so mean.
It was like, where did it come from?
Correct.
Like,
nobody was taking shots.
were y'all having these conversations off air?
Yeah.
And now
Yeah.
we just having a little fun, but Barkley and Kenny didn't laugh, so it was like, wait, where this coming from? You shooting at me for what?
Yeah. Yeah. And that's the problem is like, bro, it's the same thing with Austin Rivers. Where did it come from?
Yeah.
Austin Rivers wasn't even shooting at him.
Yeah.
Like Draymond Green, it's almost
he disagreed with what he said about
Correct.
Steve Kerr as his coach. And then you decided to respond to that by saying Austin Rivers wasn't nothing as a basketball player, received the biggest bailout in world history since Trump bailed out the airlines.
Yeah.
What?
Because I disagree with your take.
Because I disagree with your take on what your coach that won you 4 championships did for your career? Okay. I don't get it, man.
Yeah, I think
get it.
Draymond Green has to be cognizant of ostracizing himself from everybody except the elites. Because the problem is, once you ostracize yourself from the whole community except the elites,
Barkley's an elite. But Barkley probably he don't give a damn that he
care.
said he don't care.
That's why Barkley, I think, was just like, okay, cool. Now Ernie later on in the broadcast reveals a stat that Draymond Green and Kendrick Perkins are tied for the most games in NBA history or NBA playoff game history for having more turnovers in a game than they did field goals made.
dang.
The most.
So that
in
was
playoff history.
that was Ernie's way of getting Charles back.
Yeah,
Like,
I mean,
got
Ernie
you,
been doing this a
dog.
long time, bro. He took that subtle little shot for sure.
Yeah,
But
I think,
don't know.
Does Draymond ever learn, Kieran?
No, I don't think so. He's an all-time great player, and he's cocky about it. But I think he's just now a more advanced version of what we see some older basketball players that hate. It is what it is. But to me, it's viewing yourself as so much better than everybody else. Whenever, like, bro, you played, like Austin Rivers said, you played your role at a very elite level. You were not, Draymond Green was never asked to be a number one for any team. Ever.
I think the craziest part for me is for Draymond to do this to Charles when he's been welcomed on his platform. That's the craziest thing to me. It's like, you're not a regular there like Shaq and EJ and Kenny and Charles, and they have this banter that's been going on for 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, however many years. You are a guest, and you are very apparently trying to make your transition into sports media post your career. His career is on the decline in terms of like how many more viable years he has left. He's good at giving takes and providing analysis on games. So he knows he's going to TV next and he's going to do a great job. But I think for you to come on to their platform, a platform that has been cemented as one of the greatest NBA, shows of all time, and disrespect Charles like that in his face is crazy to me. And I think it was done in poor taste, and it's a bad look for Draymond. Do I think he cares?
He don't care.
Yeah,
He don't care.
He don't care.
He don't care at all.
Let's get to this next topic. Lakers game is 116-101, about 3 minutes left. As soon as that Laker game ends, we will give you an instant reaction to that game. We obviously have some TVs and sets, so we're watching it while simultaneously trying to make sure we honor y'all in doing this show, but we will give y'all instant reaction to that game here in a matter of moments.
Yeah, no, moving forward, we got to talk about more news out of the NBA. Stephen A. Smith went on First Take and said about Jaylen Brown's comments earlier going going live on Twitch. He said essentially he needs to be quiet unless you're trying to get traded. Jaylen Brown took exception to these comments and said, I'll be quiet, stop streaming. If you be quiet and retire, let's give the people what they want. Stephen A. Smith responded to it and said, bro, I got love for you. I'm not going to even go there. Folks are looking out for you and you don't even realize it. Here you are making this kind of noise, and it hasn't even been a week since you lost a 3-1 lead. You're you're home. A champion and a finals MVP saying his favorite season is the season. His favorite season is the season he's going home in the first round. This is not about me. It's about you and what you said. Enjoy your off season is what Stephen A. Smith said in response to these comments. Fellas, any reaction to this, and whose side are you on in this back and forth, Jaylen Brown or Stephen A. Smith?
Nobody's side. Like I can care less. Like if they go at it, but I'll say this. When you're an athlete, it's hard to say my favorite season is one of the worst seasons that we've had as a team, especially when I've won a championship. To me, that should be your favorite season ever, is your first championship, because they had to go through so much adversity and you're taking these steps to get to that championship. To me, that should be your favorite season. So now when you say, this is my favorite season, why? Jason Tatum was hurt. You guys went home in the first round. You say, the growth of my teammates, and you got knocked out in the first round. That to me is the only problem that I have. You won a championship. When you won that championship, you were the finals MVP. And everybody was saying years prior, and even that year when you won a championship and a finals MVP, that it was Jason Tatum's team. So for you to accomplish all that team-wise and individually, why would this year be your favorite year? So that was, I didn't agree with that, but if that's how Jaylen Brown feels, that's how he feels. And I think Stephen A. is saying, bro, your team won a championship. This is a team game. That should be your favorite season, but it isn't. Why? That's basically what he's saying.
The hard part for me is, if anything, I'm with JB on this one, Jaylen Brown. Obviously, I didn't like him going on stream right after the game, but where Stephen A. loses me is my biggest pet peeve, T, especially on social. Don't start with a bro, I got love for you, and then proceed to dismantle the person.
Passive aggressive.
Bruh.
Yeah.
What love do you have for Jaylen Brown? Just stop, Stephen A. You ain't got no love for the man. At least not love that's necessary to stay.
Because if you got love for me, you going to call me.
Correct. And if you got love for me, you're not going to go on to completely undermine everything after you say, bro, I got love for you. Now, I think Jaylen Brown is a much more selfish player. He plays a selfish game of basketball. And that's why I think he's saying, T, this was his favorite season. Because selfishly, this was by far his best season. He's never been in first-team All-NBA conversations. He was in MVP conversations through March.
But you think being first-team All-NBA mean more to him than being a finals MVP and being a champion? Finals MVP is like,
he said
you were the best of the best
when
it mattered the most.
The only reason I'll say maybe is, for a whole year, he was the guy.
That's true.
People were cheering his name, chanting MVP when he stood to the line. Jason Tatum is the guy. Jason Tatum is the star. People got more Jason Tatum jerseys than Jaylen Brown jerseys.
Facts.
Jason Tatum is the guy who's running point. For a whole year, Jaylen Brown got to feel like Kobe. Whole year, he got to feel like Bron. Whole year, he got to feel like Melo. Whole year, he got to feel like
people finally gave
star.
him the credit for it, though, too. And that's another reason why I agree with you about the Jaylen Brown thing. This should be his favorite season. The season that they win and won a championship, he was the best player on the floor during the finals, and people are like, oh, yeah, but it's still Jason Tatum's team. Jason Tatum's really ready to take over. Jason Tatum should be playing more minutes for the Olympic team. Jason Tatum, it was all about Jason Tatum that entire summer. I mean, it was his championship ring, it was his run, it was all of these other things, and you can make the argument Jaylen Brown was the best player on the floor for a lot of those games. He definitely was in the finals. He wasn't. I think it was in the second round as well. I think this year it should be his favorite season. Now, I understand optically how it looks. It was my favorite season. It seems like I only care about me because we ended up getting eliminated in the first round of the playoffs. But also, you had injury on injury on injury to the other players. There's only so much that he can control. I don't like bruh. Are we fighting against the shut up and dribble thing, or are we not? What's the narrative in media? Because we were mad whenever that lady on whatever news network it was told LeBron to shut up and dribble. But now, when a player wants to build his own platform, when a player wants to have his own voice, this is the new age of media, though. Athletes are taking over. Yeah. They are. It's the reason why the TV shows ratings are dropping and the podcast clips are going up. It is what it is now. And I like the fact that you know what? Screw a press conference after the game, screw an interview on ESPN after the season, screw any of that. I'm going to give you my full unadulterated thoughts and opinions right after a playoff game, and you're going to see the raw emotion. You're going to see what it was. You're going to see what I complained about. You're going to see all of those things. This is the access that fans really like to see. So to me, Jaylen Brown, I love what he's doing. And I agree with his response to Stephen A, though, too. Just like, bruh, you give the people what you want, what your biggest critics say. And I'll do what you say. I don't know. I think Jaylen Brown's he's very much within his own right to do whatever he wants to do as a grown ass man with his time.
What you think, Trey?
Yeah, I mean, I'm inclined to defend that as well, Kieran, in the sense of like, yeah, if that's what you want to do. But I think also it's just the generation that we're in. I was watching the Cavs Pistons today, and it's not going to be like a national thing or anything you can pull up on Twitter or anything like that. But I saw Spider go to the line. The Cavs were down maybe like 7 or 8 points. He's at the line. There was a technical called. He's at the line shooting a free throw. So of course, the technical is just him at the free throw line. He has no teammates, no opponents are at the line. He shoots the free throw. He makes it. He sticks his hand out as if his teammates are still there, like dapping him up, like a playful thing, like ha, nobody's actually here. Bro, you're down 7 points with like a minute left in the game, and you're about to be down 2-0 in a playoff series. Why are you not taking the game more seriously than that? So that's how I kind of feel about the Jaylen Brown thing. Is like, bro, you just gave up a 3-1 lead in the playoffs to a team that is not and should not be as good as y'all. And you're on Twitch talking about I'm happy to be here with thousands of my fans, and you want to tell them that. To me, time and place is just so important. And I just think you can't tell anybody else when their time and place is, but I think reading the room is becoming like a lost art for sure. Like the point in which you said, Acho, like fans are more upset than you. You're streaming after the game. Some of them are pissed off, calling their friends, talking about how upset they are, and you're on stream, calm, cool, and collected, saying this is your favorite season. You gave up a 3-1 lead in the playoffs. I just don't like it. I don't like it. I don't think it's a good look.
I can't even argue with you, bro. I can't argue with you. I know we got the ending of the Lakers game that we will get to right now. Yeah. Kieran, update us on it. Let's get to it.
No, fellas. So the Lakers ended up just winning this game. I'm sorry, not the Lakers. The Oklahoma City Thunder just sealed the victory. 125-107 is the final score. 23 points from LeBron James on 50% shooting at 31 years old. Austin Reeves showed up tonight, 31 points, 10 of 16 from the field, 3 of 6 from the three-point line. But the Oklahoma City Thunder, after it was close early, ended up, separating, making this game a little bit different. They had 20 points from AJ Mitchell, 22 from Shea, 22 from Chet Holmgren, and 18 off the bench on 4 of 5 from 3 from Jared McCain. Just too much offensively for them. It seems like they actually played a decent offensive game tonight. Fellas, this series headed to Los Angeles. Thunder are up 2-0. Do you think there's any world in which the Lakers cannot get swept in this situation?
That's the question.
Yeah.
Can they not get swept?
Because they're losing.
I told y'all what SGA and the Thunder were going to do to the Lakers should be criminal. The Lakers are fighting their best fight. Austin Rivers, 31 points. And the Lakers still lost by, what was it, 18 points?
Yeah.
By 18 points. Y'all realize SGA played about as bad of a game as you're going to get him to play. Number one, he had 4 fouls early in the third quarter. So he didn't even play the bulk of the third quarter, which is typically when the Thunder take their lead. That's why the Lakers were still into the game, going into about 9 to 8 minutes left in the fourth quarter, because SGA wasn't even present at that junction in time. So SGA gets in foul trouble. He only goes for 22 points, 4 of which he got in like the last minute and a half. So he doesn't really contribute, but the Thunder outscored the Lakers 46-20 off the bench. So even when Austin Reeves goes for 31, even when LeBron gives you 22, 23, even when Luke Kennard still contributes off the bench, I think he gave you 8 to 10 points, you still didn't have enough. And the thing about it for me, T, it's not like the Lakers are barely losing. It's not like these are like highly competitive matchups. This was the Lakers threw their strongest punch and still ended up losing by 18, starters being pulled with 3 minutes left in the game.
Oklahoma City's the better team. We knew that when the series started. Luka late in the season, Luka played. We got our ass beat. Oklahoma City is a better team, but the NBA is trash. These referees are god awful. They're god awful. Like Chet Holmgren, bro, really? You get hit in your chest and you lay on the ground for 45 seconds like you got hit in the face, and it's the playoffs. This the playoffs. I guarantee Oklahoma City shot more free throws than the Lakers. Guarantee.
They did.
I ain't even look. Guarantee they did.
Yeah.
They do all the time. They're just a good team. Jalen Williams ain't playing. And they're just rolling everybody.
Yeah.
Still haven't lost a game. They're going to beat the Lakers with Luka, without Luka, with the refs, without the refs. But they got to do something about a dude 7-1. You get touched in your chest and you fall down like you got punched in your mouth and you hold your face. Like, come on, bro.
Yeah.
We got to man up. We playing sports here. Like, we got to man up. And then you call a foul. They challenge it. Oh, it wasn't a foul. That's 2 points you called. That's not a foul. LeBron get an and one in the act of shooting. They say it's these referees in the NBA are terrible. And they know it. Everybody know it. Everybody know it. It's just, you just hope you don't get 3 terrible ones in one game. You for sure getting one.
Yeah.
You just hope you don't get all 3. Right. But Oklahoma City, they have so much talent.
Yeah.
Like Jared McCain is coming off their bench. Jared McCain
He's like the 11th man.
was on pace to be Rookie of the Year had he not gotten hurt when he was in Philly. And so he only played 18 minutes and had 18 points. He came in there. You might start calling him Jared the Microwave McClain.
I cannot believe the 76ers traded a young lottery pick in year 2.
But if you if you think about it, when they had Edgecombe and Maxey and Grimes, it's like we didn't need him. And so Oklahoma City just has a really good team.
Yeah, no.
But man, these refs, they gotta. The NBA gotta clean this up.
Yeah,
they gotta clean this up, man. It's terrible.
No, speaking of the refs,
it's terrible.
Yeah, no. Speaking of the refs, the Lakers had 26 fouls tonight. Austin Reeves and Marcus Smart both with 5 fouls in their starting 5. Fellas, the entire discourse online has just all been about the flopping. I'll let you guys take a look right here. This is Chet Holmgren. This is the play that you talked about right here. Him holding his face when not even hit in the face.
Come on, bro.
Staying on the ground for God knows how long. It was just a shoulder that ended up bumping into
That's
him.
crazy.
Are we playing soccer out here? It's kind of crazy. Also, this was another one. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander called for a foul on this play right here. And
Luke Kennard.
Yeah. Like, I mean, like, just it's amazing how soft
Luke
everything
Kennard,
is.
get out the way. That's a foul.
Yeah.
How's that a foul?
Even Foot Locker got involved and said the flopping is got to stop on Twitter. Guys, we have to talk about this because the officiating and this Oklahoma City Thunder team in general, I think it's been horrible to watch. And a lot of people are wondering, oh, well, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, he's about to make history possibly, back-to-back MVPs, back-to-back championships. We haven't seen this since the likes of Kareem, Wilt, Bill Russell, Michael Jordan, LeBron James. Guys, this brand of basketball is very hard to watch. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander flopping all over the floor, sprinting into the lane full speed, throwing himself back after getting a little bit of contact on his shoulder. Chet Holmgren flailing his body all over the place. The Thunder are becoming almost unbearable to watch. Acho, your reaction to the refereeing job and the constant flopping and the nature of this team that is talented, but obviously not an entertaining team.
Here's why I hate it. Because the Thunder are so good that the flopping is undermining how talented they are.
Yeah.
Like, the Thunder could beat you without all the flopping. But now they're so good, yet because of the flopping, we can't even talk about how good they are. Chet had a phenomenal performance. But we're going to talk about his flopping. I think Chet had 22-9. It's a phenomenal day for Chet Holmgren. Phenomenal day. Tied for his team lead in rebounds, and I think he tied for his team lead in points. But all we finna talk about is how he was flailing on the ground because he didn't really get hit on that play. I just think the Thunder, I don't want their legacy, or this tenure, to be marred by the flopping. The Warriors had a dynasty. It wasn't marred by flopping.
I think it already is. Their peers, these guys that play in the NBA against them, are all saying the same thing. They foul every play. You touch them, it's a foul.
He booked.
They're all saying this. When your peers are saying it, it's gotten out of control. Because the NBA is 2 different games in the regular season and in the playoffs. 150 to 120. Nobody wants to watch that NBA. I don't know what y'all think. That's why viewers, I don't know if it's down, but it got to be because I ain't watching like I used to. And I used to watch every single game.
Yeah.
I don't want to see 137 to 126. I don't. So in my house, we ain't watching basketball like I used to. I watch the playoffs and a good game in the regular season. Normally, it's a game on. I'm watching it. The game has become almost unwatchable because of the flopping and the way that they just let things go. And then in the regular season, I can slap you. In the playoffs, I'll slap you in the face, and it's only a foul to certain teams.
The other problem is, though, Kieran, people not realizing is like what Shea is doing is going to spread like a disease. Because now you got Chet doing it. Now if you're an opponent, if you can't beat him, you got to join him. You saw what Spidey said. Spidey was like, bruh, if I'm not getting calls, I'm going to just have to start flopping.
What do you do, though, to stop the flopping? How? Because what they did when they started, you get X amount of flops called, you get...
I think if it's egregious, I think you got to go technical. Because I think it would be
every flop is a technical.
If it's egregious, like the Chet one. Right, like if you are laying on the ground and you got hit in your chest, technical. Shay's, I'm not going to call it technical.
I think every flop should be a technical. Every single one should be a technical.
But how much longer? That elongates the game.
But it should not. But that technical should not count as a technical. Because you get 2 technicals, you're out of the game. It shouldn't count.
It should be a shooting tech.
Yes, because if you just start giving up these points, your coach is going to tell you, "Hey, we need to play defense. Hey, stop all this flopping." Because you're giving up 4, 5, 6 points a game. That matters.
Yeah. What'd you think about it?
It's tough. It's tough whenever players' play styles are completely designed to get players in position to where they can foul them. Whenever I'm waiting until your hand comes out or somewhat close to my body and I can shoot my hands up to get contact on my forearm. It's tough. It's just tough right now. And I think it's really hard to officiate as well, though, because by the rules, that is a foul.
Can I ask a question real quick?
What's up?
Did James Harden start this?
I think
Did he start this?
Yeah.
There was players that
Did
were
SGA play with Harden by chance in LA? In that 1 year in the Clippers?
No.
No.
No, I would say James Harden started this era of foul baiting and searching for fouls. Yeah, because you would have back in the day like Kobe or even Michael Jordan back in the day, pump fake, get someone in the air, but that's a mistake on the defender's end, and now I'm punishing you by possibly getting 3 points out of the possession. Now you have guys who are driving the lane, looking for contact purposefully, so they can go to the lane. And you see it every game with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, sometimes losing possession.
But T, the most demoralizing part, and if y'all just tapping into the Speakeasy, welcome. Consider this your online family. It's love. The most demoralizing part, bringing you on to the mind of the elite athlete, you eventually just get emotionally beat. It's not even physically. If I know I'm not only playing against the opponent, but I'm playing against the refs, then I also don't even just want to play because I'm just frustrated. So there have been points on the court, on the field, at any level, collegiately, professionally, where I'm like, bro, you calling me for defensive holding, but they're pushing off. So now I don't even want to guard them. And I throw this emotional tantrum, and I'm already beat.
So you know how hard it is to keep your composure when you feel they cheating you.
Yeah.
When you feel like, hey, no, you know how hard it is to stay calm and not get thrown out of the game. Because I'm like Draymond. I'm probably getting thrown out. But those dudes that stay in there, the LeBrons, that's great composure. That is really great composure.
Couple that with the fact that the Thunder are also good.
Oh.
So it's not only like you flopping and y'all worse than us. You flopping and you good. What happened, kid?
We also, after the game, breaking news, we had Austin Reeves in a huddle talking to the referees, apparently giving them a piece of their mind ahead of officiating on the sideline, also talking to the refs as well. All of them, very upset with the way games are being officiated. And guys, this is the problem, though. This is becoming more of a story right now than the actual games are. When Devin Booker's after the game saying, it's not fair, I'll take the fine because I know that the way the game's being officiated isn't fair to the work that we're putting in and whatnot. I hate that this has become the conversation.
I love this. Run it back, run it back. Let it play.
Yeah.
Here's why I love it, T. This was the mature approach. Devin Booker at a podium ain't gonna change nothing. But they all rolled up on the refs.
Yeah.
Bronny, LeBron, Vanderbilt with a cast on his finger. Because now, y'all got to remember, refs are human. Next time this crew calls a game, it might be game 5, it might be game 6. I don't know.
They should go sent straight home.
But think about it, Nati.
Go home.
These refs are going to think about that moment. You talk about a ref at a podium, they might not even see it. They might not be on Twitter. Who cares? But when you have the whole crew rolling upon you, like actually man to man looking at you, not irate, not losing their minds, not passive aggressive, but literally making your case, refs are human.
But
they are going to adjust accordingly.
They've been hearing this all effing season.
It's different, T.
But
it's different when you're talking to me and when you're talking around me.
But you don't think whoever is the head of referees in the NBA have told them this? They've told them this. They're going to go back and they're going to get their little grade. And if it ain't a D-, the guy doing the grading need to get fired. They're human. You're going to make mistakes. Fouls are very subjective. That interpretation of what you see and what I see may be very different. Yeah. But they've been talking about one team all year getting favoritism. One team. And it just so happened that it's probably the best team. Yeah.
No, I mean, during halftime, one of the refs actually did end up talking to the people. This is what he had to say during halftime. This is really what it feels like, though, bro. Like it feels like a clown show.
You know what's crazy though? Because the Lakers used to be the team everybody loved to hate.
Yeah.
The Lakers were that team. When you know they favoring the Lakers, the public, it's gotten bad with the refs.
Yeah, it definitely has. I think also just for our own edification, I looked up the flopping rules. So it went into effect after a 1 year trial basis in the 2023-2024 season. So the rule is still in effect, the flopping penalty. Yeah. And it's enforceable with what TJ said, a non-unsportsmanlike technical foul, and the opposing team is awarded 1 free throw attempt, which can be attempted by any player who is in the game when the technical foul is assessed. The problem is that rule is no longer being enforced. It's not being enforced. They stopped the game for challenges. They stopped the game for timeouts. They've even been letting coaches do this crazy mess. JB Bickerstaff's done it twice with the Pistons, where he's been like, timeout. I'm gonna use my challenge. Never mind. Because what happens is on the sideline, they throw it up in the jumbotron, and then you got coaches on the side with iPads to see it, and they see the replay, and that's why there's always like this hysteria that goes on right after a timeout. They're like, and JB calls a timeout and says, "Let me use my challenge." The coaches say, no, call it off, coach. JB says, okay, never mind, I don't want to do it. Now we've gone to timeout for no reason. He also just rescinded a call that really should have been honored. The NBA has got to clean this mess up.
It's a league-wide issue, though, as well. I mean, like, JJ Redick got a technical today, just losing his mind after it. I'll let you guys take a look at like this right here. He even showed on Jackson Hayes what the foul was that was happening. I mean, it's just it. My thing is,
and then you gonna get in my face talking to me crazy, boy. Make the right call. You trash.
Here's the thing, though. The Lakers might have a privileged enough roster to make things shake, because no other coach is like another coach would yell like that. But you see, JJ got that privilege in him. It's like,
oh yeah, I played this game.
Yeah.
And my thing is though, like, guys.
So what you saying, Acho? You think it might change?
It's gonna change.
It's gonna change in the Lakers' favor.
But this has been an issue for years, though.
Yeah, but regardless, they can get a Lakers game 3. It's over. It's
not gonna matter.
And I'm a Laker. Yeah. It's over. They're better than us. But damn, like, how much y'all gonna help them? How much y'all gonna help them?
Kieran, do the Thunder lose a game? You've been saying they go 16-0. They're currently 6-0.
Nah, they're too good of a team.
They're not going 16-0.
Don't take this conversation being any detriment to how good the Thunder actually are.
Still good.
I think the Thunder were gonna win the series regardless. They're too good of a team. What I'm saying is, from a fan's perspective, it is not an exciting brand of basketball to watch the referees be as involved in the game as they are. I got the privilege of going to game 1 of the NBA Finals last year, where the Pacers actually made an incredible comeback and ended up winning that game, right? But later on in the games, things were getting close. It was crunch time. Bro, the amount of times that Shai Gilgeous-Alexander went to the line, I think it was like 4 or 5 straight possessions that they had field goal or they had trips to the free throw line, just over and over and over again. The Pacers are going down the court getting a tough bucket, playoff basketball. I'm excited. Right back down the court, foul. 2 shots to the line, stops the game, makes it boring to watch. Okay, I'm gonna put these up. All right, Pacers go down the court, they get a tough bucket or they miss. Get the ball back. Oh, another foul. 2 shots to the line. It's an awful brand of basketball to watch. It is. And if you're not a Thunder fan, I'm sorry. It's not fun to watch. Guys, I'm asking you guys as basketball fans right now. Are you sitting there saying, on a random Wednesday night, y'all want to watch the Thunder play against, let's say a random team. Let's say the Memphis Grizzlies.
Nobody.
Is that the game that I'm choosing to watch?
I used to watch. I'm not watching these games.
Yeah,
I'm not.
They're the best team in the league. If you ask me if I wanted to watch the Warriors play up against the Charlotte Hornets in 2018, bro, I want to watch it. It'd be fun. Like, it'd be fun to watch them play.
But guess what? We're gonna be watching. We gonna tune into that football though.
That part,
and that's why it's the best game.
So we actually just got. I'm gonna see if I can send it to the guys in the back. JJ's presser just came through.
Really?
And
I'm not able to find it.
Yeah. I'm gonna drop it in the doc for you, Rome.
Gotcha.
It's right here.
The thesis statement?
So the tweet says, so JJ's essentially what he's saying is LeBron has the worst whistle of any star player I've ever seen. The smaller guys, because they can be theatric, they typically draw more fouls. He got clobbered tonight again a bunch. So JJ sent it to I put it in the docs at the bottom. But JJ essentially going to defend his star player, saying LeBron gets clobbered in these games. They're not calling it.
I'll let us take a listen. Yeah,
exactly.
Here we go.
Well, he gets clobbered on that one, with Jaylen Williams coming over trying to block the shot when he spun baseline on Dort. That was in that stretch as well. LeBron has the worst whistle of any star player I've ever seen. I mean, I've been with him 2 years now. There's, again, the smaller guys, because they can be theatric, they typically draw more fouls, and the bigger players that are, built like LeBron, it's hard for them. But he gets clobbered, and he got clobbered again tonight a bunch, but that's not like a new thing. That's not specific to this crew or this series. He gets fouled a lot. That doesn't happen. Guy gets hit on the head more than any player I've seen on drives, and it rarely gets.
Yeah.
Are the Lakers? Let me ask y'all this, because you know what Thunder fans are saying. Yeah. Are the Lakers making excuses? Because at the end of the day, the truth of the matter is the Lakers would lose this series anyway.
Right,
and 18-point losses.
That's the biggest problem. Is the Lakers are losing regardless. Mm-hmm. Don't cheat me, and we probably gonna lose anyway. That, like, watching this game, there's so many fouls that Oklahoma City has adopted the AAU style of basketball. Because I'm in AAU. Well, I'm not in it, but I'm
in the circuit.
Yeah. Foul every possession. The refs aren't gonna call it because they don't want to slow the game down. Mm-hmm. It's games being played every hour. We can't keep foul every possession. They not gonna call it.
Yeah.
They gonna call some. They not call. And that's what it is in AAU. Every possession is a foul. It's just which ones they gonna call. And that's how Oklahoma City plays. And so the Lakers, I don't want to take nothing away from Oklahoma City. Their second best player is out in Jaylen Williams. And they still would beat us anyway.
Yeah.
But come on now, you don't need help.
If you got a clip to show?
No, yeah, I mean, this is the play that JJ Redick was talking about. Wasn't
100% is a foul.
Yeah, no, Jaylen Williams ends up coming out. Yeah.
That's a foul.
And that wasn't called a foul whatsoever. But, the clip that I showed of SGA earlier wasn't called a foul.
But he going to get up like, LeBron, what's wrong? But then you call a little touch foul. That's a problem.
T, what's your message if you're JJ Redick? What's your message? Because at the end of the day, the refs aren't coming to save you.
This game 2, the game was right there. It was ebb and flow, back and forth. And then the last, I believe, 5 minutes of the third quarter, they just kind of went on it's like 21-5, 21-6 run.
Yeah.
And that was pretty much it.
Yeah.
But the game was right there. And you may get frustrated. You got to be able to match them. And that's the problem is Oklahoma City, they have so many young guys that can really play defense, and they putting pressure on you. And it may be tiring us out because we're not playing a lot of guys. Oklahoma City, they're just a really good team. It's just very simple. Mm-hmm. They're going to beat us. But don't cheat us.
Yeah.
That's fair. I know we got some wild super chats. Trey.
Yeah, super chat's been going crazy. Listen, I'm going to start off with our guy, Jason Martinez, 2730, said, responding to the Dre and Rivers debate, there have been anywhere from 4,800 to 5,000 players in NBA history. Not all of them have to like each other. Also, it's easy for Dre to look great when Steph and Clay are your teammates, and Green needs to be reminded of that. And also, our guy, that is Social Trey and Acho's team. Team Acho and Social Trade. Victor Bone Jr. is in the building. Said shout out to the fellas and the people in the back. Hey! Shout out to the gang in the back. Carebear, you were spot on with that Barkley take. A lot of people only know him as the funny guy on TV, but never watched him play. Smallest player to ever lead the league in rebounds. Absolute baller. R. Stone also been real hot in the super chat. Said if Steve Kerr was that bad for your career, why would you re-sign with the Warriors not once, but twice? NBA, here's your chance to save All-Star Weekend. One-on-one call-out game to 21.
Ooh.
That 21 is crazy.
21 too long. That's way too long.
Yeah. One-on-one to maybe like 8 would be sufficient. Terrence Smith dropped another $20 super chat and said, Draymond has an inflated sense of self and is becoming asinine. I respect his game, but I've never liked his personality. Kenro 200X said, bravo at Kieran for his rant against Draymond's disrespectful nature. He sees the incoming and his 4 rings attack point is already old because the greats don't throw rings in people's faces. Fans do that for them. Terrence Smith again said, and don't ever disrespect Charles Barkley in his house. People forget what a monster Charles was in his prime. That man was on the 50th and 70th anniversary teams. Draymond was not. And shout out to the gang in the back.
There we go.
Yeah.
Shout out to the gang in the back. That's your 2-limit quota. Not my choice.
We're finally enforcing that.
Right of me.
Thank you. It's worse than the rest. Also, another thing I found because I wanted to see if this. Another thing I found, I just wanted to make sure I saw it right because I remember this part of the game. I was paying attention to the game log. LeBron James makes a layup for the Lakers to go up 71-70 in the third quarter. Right after that, Thunder end up going on a 16-4 run. 10 of those points at the free throw line.
That's nasty.
Ref said, this game getting too close, man. It's getting too close.
And that was the run that separated them and ended up winning them the game. That was it. Yeah.
Shadow Cell 4 said the Sixers traded McCain because of our owner. He's a cheap asshole. Wanted to dodge the tax. We've been begging him to sell the team for years. A lot of hate for that's Morey, right? Daryl.
Yeah, Daryl Morey.
Yeah.
Daryl Morey is a liar.
Yeah.
Let me say that again to the Chinese people. Daryl Morey is a liar, and I will never play for him again. And I quote, that was James Harden.
That was
James Harden whenever he left.
Went to China.
Out of nowhere, too. It was like, man, we thought you liked Daryl Morey, man. That was crazy.
We did. Hella Not Slim said LeBron been doing that, and y'all putting this on Shea. Did we forget about him peeking through his fingers to see if they were going to call it, or PG calling him a flopping bleep bleep? Listen, JJ admitted to it. Superstars have a whistle.
Yeah.
LeBron's is not as good as it should be. Victor Moe Jr. also said, TJ, I would have to say D-Wade started drawing fouls from players. That pump fake jumper he had was unbeatable. I never saw it not work.
See, my thing is that's different, though. It's not baiting the foul.
When you kind of swinging your arm when they... That's baiting them on the foul.
Yeah. D-Wade, and they don't call that anymore.
They call it a foul. It's
but
just
it's on the floor. It's on the floor. Yeah,
it's still a foul.
Yeah. Yep. Last one, we got to keep it moving. Idea Infusion said, ask TJ about Corey Dillon hiring a private investigator for his ex-wife Desire when she went to Vegas with her girlfriends, then being insecure because she used
Desiree, not Desire. It's Desiree.
Oh, he spelled Desire.
I don't know nothing about. I can't imagine CD doing that. I'm gonna call CD when we leave this show. I'm gonna show. Hey, what year was that? I'm gonna call him. That's my dog.
Idea. Listen, dude. He said then being insecure because she used to date Lawyer Molly.
Lawyer Malloy?
Oh,
yeah, Lawyer Malloy.
I know they all went to,
your spelling.
They all went to UW.
He said Lawyer Molly.
They all went to UW, but I don't know. That's long ago. That was before that was his wife or something.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know. Yeah, TJ, make the call. You the one tapped in.
Yeah, CD, my dog.
Hella Not Slim also said, I said on IG earlier, it's going to be so long because we in the business. And I say, no, her husband didn't know because somebody hired the PI. Carebear and Acho, what do you guys think Texas is going to do this year? I'll answer for them. Absolutely shit.
Wow.
You don't believe in Arch style.
I think 2 losses.
Yes, we do. We're cold.
Damn, that's a lot.
2 losses. What?
2 losses. What do you think? Undefeated?
Nah, I think 11-1. Bro, we have a hell of a team this year.
Win the Natty.
I think we can win a Natty this year. I think we're gonna be favored to win a Natty.
If you
say
11-1, then we will.
I think we're gonna be favored to win a Natty this year. Yeah.
11-1 is winning the
You know what the best team really is on paper right now in returning guys? You know who the best team is? For real.
Oregon?
It's Oregon.
I don't believe in Oregon. They showed up soft in the big
They
games.
literally returned so many starters.
Yeah, no, they do. They get a lot back.
Quarterback, D-line, a lot of guys on O-line, receivers. Like, they returned a lot.
I think it's about having guys at the premium position.
Texas has, Texas
Is
has
the Corey coming back, TJ?
Yeah, Corey's back. Yeah, he was only a sophomore. Yeah, they got the Corey Moore. Evan Stewart's coming back, so that's going to be crazy.
They have,
McClellan's back, too. Yeah, no, they have a great team. Yeah, no.
The freshman.
Yeah, no, he's tough.
Oregon has a really good team.
Oregon's really good. I still think
they look bad,
Texas added so much over the offseason though.
They did. Texas just has to prove it.
If Levitt is healthy at LSU, they're gonna be a problem.
LSU's gonna be good. I think Ole Miss is a super sleeper though too. You get back the best quarterback and running back in the country after last season too.
Yeah, but Ole Miss they're Ole Miss. They losing 3 games this year.
Sure. I mean they damn near made the Natty last year, so I'm not hating on them too much, but I think Texas. I think we go 11-1 and possibly win the national championship. This is the biggest year.
Texas in the SEC, man, that's a gauntlet, bro.
Yeah. Our schedule's crazy. Gauntlet. They got on the road against Tennessee, on the road against LSU. They also play Oklahoma and on the road against A&M. They have Ohio State. They also have it's Ole Miss.
Only games I can see them losing would be.
We gonna be nasty though. Just wait. I promise you.
What was the other one on the road?
LSU, A&M on the road.
Not Tennessee.
And Tennessee on the road.
There's one more you said.
And then we play Missouri on the road.
Ohio State and LSU will be the 2 games where I'm like, okay, let's see how this goes.
Oklahoma's always a toss-up.
Oklahoma, it's a rivalry.
If they come out and beat Ohio State week 2, how you feeling about them?
Now they lose 1.
Yeah.
Now I'm with you.
That's how I feel.
But hey, Ohio State lost
everything on defense.
But here's the problem about Ohio State. Like, respectfully,
they just reload.
That's it.
They just reload.
I knew who Sonny Styles was, but I was okay, cool.
They reload.
I'd heard of Arvell Reese. Yeah. I was like, oh my god,
came out of
nowhere. Might be the best receiving core in the country.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's stupid. Yeah. Let's get to this last topic, G.
We're gonna see. Look, gotta move it forward. We're going to talk about the NFL now. Free agent quarterback Aaron Rodgers at 40, however many years old, is expected to visit the Steelers Friday and this weekend and will likely play for them in 2026. The deal is not done. There is some caution until things are signed, but Rodgers' plan is to play for Pittsburgh, and these steps are towards that end. Fellas, should the Steelers want back Aaron Rodgers?
Sure, just to pass the time, and in large part because Mike McCarthy needs a cue, right? I don't like Will Howard, and I think they have somebody else there with that besides Will Howard. But Aaron Rodgers and Mike McCarthy, they have done a lot of great things together. I think the days of doing the great things together are done. But if you're Mike McCarthy, you need to win 9-10 this year. You mess around and win 6 or 7 this year, you probably only going to be there for 2 years and you finna be done. You need to win 9-10 this year. Aaron Rodgers gives you the best chance at winning 9-10. Furthermore, Rodgers just doesn't like to work hard during the week. He's old. He's never liked to work hard during the week. He's never wanted to go to OTAs. He's never wanted to go to voluntary workouts. He's never wanted to do any of that stuff. Mike McCarthy's going to give Rodgers as many days off as he wants. You know the offense. You might know the offense better than me. So Rodgers he'll practice Kieran on Thursday. He probably won't even practice on Wednesday. He'll do walk on Friday, and he'll play on Sunday. That's a real cush life. So I think Rodgers should go back.
Yeah. This is the best situation for him unless you're going to go to LaFleur in Arizona. Outside of that, because they have Will Howard, they have Mason Rudolph, they drafted Drew Aller from Penn State. Rodgers is the known commodity that we know if he's our quarterback, we have a chance. If you're Pittsburgh Steelers organization and Steelers fans, will Michael Pittman... Can he make a difference? Can he be that number 2 to DK that is a difference maker? Because this division got better, and I would say every team in the division got better. And so Mike McCarthy and the Steelers, they need Aaron Rodgers more than Aaron Rodgers needs the Steelers. Like, there's other teams that he can go play for, and it's like, oh, if you go down in Arizona and you got Michael Wilson and Marvin Harrison Jr. and Trey McBride, and they just drafted Jeremiah Love, you got something there. And so it will be interesting to see how this plays out, because when Mike McCarthy, in essence, got fired from Green Bay, it was as if that relationship wasn't great when they separated. And so it will be interesting. But when you're Aaron Rodgers, I'm sure Mike McCarthy's offense, 90% of it is what Aaron Rodgers remember. There's going to be 10% that he's going to have to learn. But more than anything, I don't believe he can just practice on Thursday. You got to lead by example.
Yeah.
Because it's not Aaron Rodgers. Because it's a new system.
Yeah, but
it's a new system for everybody else, not for you. So I need you out there because, in essence, you're going to be a coach too, because they're going to be asking you questions about, because you're the only one that's played in this offense for the most part that I can think of offensively. that matters and going to play. So we really need you in this huddle. Now, we'll limit your reps, but I need you practicing on Wednesday. I need you practicing on Thursday and Friday. Now, would I limit some of these reps? Yeah, but I need you out there.
Drew Aller had #1 overall pick potential prior to the season.
I thought he
going
would be a
terribly
first
bad.
rounder. Yes.
Yeah, he had not only first bad, he had #1 overall pick potential. He gets hurt, falls to the 3rd round, but he has that type of ceiling, and he has that Ben Roethlisberger type of frame. Should the Steelers go ahead and just move on with Drew Aller? Obviously, they'll struggle this year, probably win 5 or 6 games. But if indeed he can live up to that potential that he had at Penn State,
I believe Mike McCarthy pretty much raised in that Mike Holmgren, Green Bay, San Francisco type of culture. They really believe in, let's get a young quarterback and let's have him sit and learn. That's what he's always done. Mm-hmm. That's what he's always been around. And so drafting Drew Aller is, can he learn from Aaron Rodgers like Aaron Rodgers learned from Brett Favre and Jordan Love learned from Aaron? And now when it's his time to play, we can go. Now, it may be an accelerated process the way they do things because Aaron sat, I believe, at least 2 years, maybe 3 behind Brett, and the same thing with Jordan Love behind Aaron. He sat 3 years. And so will Drew Aller be ready to go? And if, because he was out here training with us, man, is what he's big and he has a cannon for a right arm. Cannon. And so in that division, in that weather, he the perfect quarterback for that type of climate that he's going to be playing in.
Yeah.
Can I ask y'all a question? Why is it Aaron Rodgers has his money? He's got his accolades. He's got his. So why is it becoming a recurring thing that every offseason he is stalling negotiations? He's playing this like is he
Trey,
just
that's easy, bro?
Is he that much of a prima donna? Does he just like the attention? Does he want his name brought up?
You don't want to be in Pittsburgh in offseason, bro.
No,
you don't.
Yeah. He want to be in Egypt
doing
ayahuasca.
Go to everything. You got to go to workouts. You got to go. You don't want to be in Pittsburgh. You just don't want to be out there.
If you ask,
he want to have his toes in the dirt in some tropical rainforest doing ayahuasca with people that don't speak the same language.
If you ask most retired professional athletes, they would say, if you could give me the games without the practice, I'll still do it.
Yeah.
Ask the track athletes, bruh. Give me the Olympics without the workouts, I'm game. The problem is you can't cheat the game of football. And Aaron Rodgers has been trying to cheat the game of football the last 5 years. My brother told me when they were at the VP meetings, when all the players meet with all the owners and try to negotiate the deals, my brother was there with all the different owners, all 32 of them. He said Aaron Rodgers flew in on the last day. And he flew in on the last day of meetings just to stand on the table figuratively and say, we don't want to have voluntary offseason workouts. The only thing Aaron Rodgers came in for. And if you remember, that same year, it might have been about 4 or 5 years ago, Aaron Rodgers just didn't report. So Aaron Rodgers is like, damn, if I can't get the league to mandate it, I'm just going to give myself the time off. Think about it. What was the controversy in Aaron Rodgers with the New York Jets? Robert Saleh canceled the last week of mandatory minicamp.
Just so he can go.
Just so Aaron Rodgers can go home.
Yeah.
So Aaron Rodgers is trying to cheat the game of football. He's like, okay, let me practice as minimally as possible. Let me invest as little as I can in football and still try to get something out of it. But that just don't work. You can't cheat it and win.
Yeah.
You can't cheat it and win.
Yeah,
you want to see Aller or Rodgers.
If I'm the Steelers fans, if I'm caring about the future of the Steelers, I want to see Drew Aller.
Wow.
To be honest with you. No, they're going to have a much better season with Aaron Rodgers playing quarterback for them this year.
Yeah.
You're going to have a much better future if you play Drew Aller now. See what he's got. Give him the reps. Do what you got to do. I mean, I understand send him a year, let him play behind a veteran that's done all this, but also, I mean, even from hearing Jordan Love, it wasn't like Aaron Rodgers was the most, you know what I mean?
Initially.
But like my thing is, I just don't know. I think it's the Steelers are in a situation now where you did add some pieces. You drafted a tackle in the first round. You got Michael Pittman to go along with what you have in that receiver room. You have some potential to make something shake. Also, that division's kind of up in the air right now. You don't know what you're going to get out of the Bengals. You don't know what you're going to get out of the Browns. The Ravens look to have taken a step, but you could be right there in the wild card position. I don't know. He could have that one great last year with a Mike McCarthy, who we know is going to put up some good offensive numbers. But right now, there's no real hope for Aaron Rodgers being a contender for the Steelers right now. And that's just kind of how I feel. So if I'm a fan, I'm just trying to get to the next thing. Because Rodgers is going to play, 1 year? Yeah. And that's it. Like, I don't know.
Steelers have any chance of making the playoffs?
Yeah. With Rodgers, yeah. Without him, no.
No chance.
Whoa. Is that because Tomlin is gone? Tomlin never had a losing season.
Damn, the Steelers have gone 16 years, 17 years?
Without a losing season? Yeah, 17 it should be.
Yeah, it's about time for one.
Yeah.
I agree with T. I don't see how to make the play. Now, the crazy thing is their defense, stacked.
But their defense has always been stacked. Their defense is always good. Always.
I was just looking at their depth chart on
Hey,
defense. Like, God,
one thing the Pittsburgh Steelers are going to do, if they don't do nothing else, is play good defense.
Yeah.
Always. You think the Pittsburgh Steelers, you don't think nothing. That's what I think of defense.
Who has a better season, Steelers, Bengals?
Oh, the Bengals, for sure. No question.
No bias in that at all.
If Burrow stays healthy, I absolutely agree with
Little
that.
bit,
I don't think
that's
the
right.
Steelers are playoff.
Maybe just a bit.
No bias.
Man, when
You answered it too quickly. If you had waited a little bit, I'd have been like, oh, okay.
No, but I like what the Bengals have up front now. We know Dexter Lawrence, but Jonathan Allen is like a sneaky signing
Yeah.
not many are talking about.
Yeah.
So in the middle the weakness was the run game for the Bengals. That looked like it should be handled. I say that, and it was like the Giants were one of the worst run defenses in the league last year. I just think, the Bengals, it's going to be a good year.
That smile says
Hey,
it
let's
all,
get some
man.
super chats.
That smile
Get up out of
says
here,
it all. Listen, we have quite a few super chats. Some high, energy super chats, some low energy. But we're here for it all in the Speakeasy. So let me get to it. Shadow Scale 4 said, Maury is the GM, not the owner. That would be Josh Harris's cheap ass.
Yeah,
That's on me. Yeah.
He was the GM for the Rockets and then moved over to the
Yep, to the Sixers. Yep. Shannon Wilson is in the chat.
Sugar
Mama
Sugar
Shannon's
Mama
in the
Shannon.
chat.
What up, baby?
Broke my heart a little bit.
Oh man.
On a serious note.
Oh wow.
She says, hey now, what's poppin'? Like fish grease.
Okay.
And then she says, can I be transparent?
Be transparent, Sugar Mama.
I disappeared from Super Chats because I lost my job. I need a quick come up. Would you recommend PrizePicks? Because if I lose, it would be bad. Love you, fellas.
Acho gotcha.
Look,
Should have been here yesterday.
Acho's profile is public.
Shannon Wilson, you let me tell you something. And I don't want PrizePicks to get mad. I'm not in the business of messing up a bag.
Don't cost us no bread now.
But you stay away from gambling until you get you a job and some financial security. Okay?
Yeah, that's
Because I would much rather you spend your super chats here than your money on PrizePicks. Now listen. so don't you go gambling that money away. And also, just drop a chat. Can we make an exception for losing your job? She can chat and I can, still.
Yeah, no, but
shout
whenever
her
you
out.
get that job, use promo code Speakeasy on Prize.
Yeah.
$5 get you $50
Can we do an IOU super chat just for Sugar Mama
An
Shannon?
IOU super chat is fair. Like
Yeah.
IOU super
Like
chat.
every time she really wants to be heard, she say, "Hey, this is my $10, $20 super chat."
Do we need proof of a pink slip?
No, we're
No,
gonna take
they
Sugar
don't
Mama
give-
at her
do
word.
they even give you
she
pink
ain't
slips?
she is Sugar Mama. She ain't a finesser.
They give you pink. Do they give pink slips?
Hell no, they just tell you.
don't.
Oh, is that a figure of speech?
Yeah,
well,
I'm assuming.
it wasn't. It used to be
I don't
you would
know.
get a pink slip, but now you just.
I know pink slips
I
is
don't
like,
know.
I'm taking your car.
You've never been given a pink slip, huh? Nope, I'm just assuming.
I've been fired before.
Not
Did you
with
get
a pink slip.
Nah, I just had to sign something.
Really?
Yeah, thanks. I got fired from Freeman Honda. Shout out Desmond. I'm doing better than you now. But
Hey, you know what? Talk about real
man.
quick.
Nah,
What's
wait, hold
happening?
on. He should have fired me. I like whatever he was telling me. He's like, I'm sorry, man. I'm gonna have to let you go.
Freeman Honda. We made that
Yes,
fun.
yeah.
Buy a Freeman
Freeman
Honda.
Honda,
Don't just walk. You
yeah,
better
yeah.
run.
Hey,
Yeah, exactly.
you think he telling his people?
I
Man,
know
I'm
it
not-
No. That is cool. He should have fired me.
You was sneaking snacks under the oil change
No,
thing.
I was
wasn't
not
you?
sneaking snacks. I just was not showing
Jared,
up.
I told your asses
I was
no
slimming.
food allowed in the work bay.
I was slimming
My
back
bad.
then. I was outside in the Texas summer all sun. I was good, but nah. I missed some work. I was trying to juggle
why I got
school
fired
and
too.
working the two.
Okay.
Yeah.
I got fired from Best Buy when
only time I ever
when I
been
was in
fired.
college.
Man, my
What y'all
first.
be doing?
I
I just wasn't showing
I actually
up.
had a reason. I didn't have a way to work. My car broke down. I didn't have $400 to fix a fuel pump.
Man, y'all
I couldn't
really
get to
was
work.
working, man. My first job was the NFL.
Yeah.
First
Oh,
job.
yeah, no. I worked at Top Golf.
I already am clearly.
I mean, I was hustling, so but like my first like job
Yeah.
was Yeah.
Kieran tells me my contract is way less than what it should be every day, and then I got to hear shit like,
Way less.
your ass was in the workforce?
No, I think you should sign your franchise tender,
man,
brother.
you broke ass mother.
Whoa. Whatever I said before doesn't matter. I'm signed on now. Sign your fucking contract. Okay? Acho's been very fucking fair. I'm not going to tell you anymore. Okay? Thank you very much.
Oh my gosh, bro.
Company guy. Make sure you guys follow Speakeasy. Hit the like button, the subscribe button, all that.
Bro, Kieran is hilarious, bro. Sugar Mama Shannon.
This dude is
I already
funny,
wrote
bro.
you in the chat. Our hearts go out to you. We are definitely sorry to hear about the loss of your job and your gainful employment. We're hoping you bounce back soon. We're going to pray for, this is a minor setback for a major comeback.
But now you
and
gotta
I
pray.
mean that with all sincerity. Oh, I don't say I'm going to pray and don't pray.
I hate those people.
I don't do that. I don't play like that. If
'Cause
I
I
say
don't
I'm going
use-
to pray, you on the list
Bet.
for me to pray at
Write
night.
down a list of people you pray for.
No, I can remember it pretty well.
Yeah, me too.
Because I
can't.
Before I go to sleep, I always say my prayers. So I lay down, I get in the bed, and I'm like, okay, let me pray. I do my usual prayer. Thank you, give gratitude, give grace, give thanks, all of that. And then I'm like, okay, who do I need to pray for? Oh, yep, I said this.
So
yep,
now,
I
when
said
you
that.
pray for her, are you going to refer to her to God as Sugar Mama?
Lord, please help
Oh,
Sugar
you
Mama
probably saw
Shannon.
Sugar Mama Shannon, yeah.
I mean, the Lord knows my heart,
You do?
and He knows her moniker. So if I decide, we'll see. I'm going to play her, TBD.
But-
TBD. I may call her Shannon Wilson. I may call her Sugar Mama Shannon Wilson.
Whatever
Either
comes
way.
to your mind.
Whatever comes to my mind at the time is, because I keep it
comes to your
authentic with
spirit.
G-O-D.
Yeah,
I
that's
keep
facts,
it real,
that's facts, that's
real
facts.
authentic with G-O-D.
Yeah.
Javante Crawford, another team Acho and Social Trade regular. Y'all was real quiet today. I just want y'all to know. Y'all's squad was real quiet.
Talk
Javante
to
said, being a Steelers fan, if we go under 500 this season, should we be asking for Tomlin back? Brother, he is gone. And I don't think he's coming back.
Tomlin ain't coming back.
Wait, is he getting a
Not
job
to the
somewhere
Steelers.
else?
He done.
He's going to TV, yeah.
Go TV.
Yeah.
He's going
Yeah.
to TV.
NBC,
I think
he
he'll
took
get there.
Chris Sims' job. Yeah.
Yeah.
They got Sims up out of there.
Wait, is it Sims? Oh, wasn't he's doing his own thing?
What's
now?
worse? Because
Talk to me.
Brady took some of Greg Jennings' money, but he didn't take his job. Would you
No,
rather just
Greg-
have your
Greg
job?
Olsen, Greg
Or-
Olsen.
Yeah, I said Greg Jennings. Greg Olsen. Yeah. Would you rather have your job just completely taken, or be like,
Demoted.
yeah, you got to make less so
Ooh,
we
I
can
think
get
Greg
this
Olsen
guy
better
in.
than Tom
Make
Brady on the
less.
broadcast too. to be
Well,
honest.
he
Make
is.
less.
That's
It's a
debatable,
shot
but-
to your ego, but don't let your ego really trick
just
you
not
up
Tom
out of
Brady.
it.
You can't not
don't
have Tom
let
Brady
your
on the
ego
Bears games.
trick you up out of it.
So you rather be Mims than
Yeah,
Olsen?
nah,
Yeah.
get your bread though, Greg Olsen.
Jason Martinez said, also, Dre won't do a 1v1 because you can't throw a moving screen for Steph or kick Rivers where the sun don't shine.
You're not wrong.
Then he said another $10 super chat. He said, I hate to agree with Stephen A. Smith, but it's not the media's fault. The Celtics blew a 3-1 lead, and Brown getting on stream to cope in a poorly worded message is a bad look. Armando Barron said, last 4 seasons, Lakers have been top 3 in free throw attempts. Chet definitely oversold it, but he did get hit in the chin. Benjamin Todd, shout out to our guy B Todd, who also gave some uplifting advice for Sugar Mama Shannon on her super chat. Said Trey looks a whole lot like Thunder forward number 6 Jaylen Williams. The hair, the smile, the face, it is uncanny.
Nah.
I cannot unsee it now. Please look it up and see if y'all agree. He scored 7 tonight.
Jaylen Williams looked like light skinned Duke Dennis, and it's like the most.
I can see that.
Yeah, it's the most.
He's
like,
also got he's very phenotypically Asian. You can tell he's got some Asian.
he
in
Asian?
his- I just by looking at him, I would assume. I don't know, but he's got to be. Let's look that up. Well, you're doing Duke Dennis.
Oh yeah, he looks Asian.
He
yeah.
look- he look-
He's
he look-
definitely got some Asian somewhere in his. It may not be a parent, but it's at least a grandparent for sure. Can you look that up, Karen?
Yeah.
Mike Nato said the flopping is so bad
That's
in the
him and
NBA.
Ray.
I'd rather watch the tush push, and that's bad.
Straight up.
JoJo, another one of our draftees.
Yeah, shout out.
Listen, come on now. One of my friends said SGA is the closest thing to MJ. I need better friends. Yes, you do, brother. Jason Martinez said last year there were photos of the ridiculous faces SGA makes when he goes to the paint trying to draw fouls, but last year fans called that aura, and now we're stuck with this. 3 more. We're ending the night. Zay FKD 215, shout out to 215, said, I thought Will Howard was eventually supposed to be the starter when they drafted him. What happened and why don't you like his game? I don't follow Steelers enough to know.
Will Howard was just a guy. That's what I don't like.
Yeah,
He's
Will
been
Howard was a
He's
guy
been
on
He
that
was-
stupidly
He was a guy
talented
at
team.
Kansas
Yeah, in
State,
college,
left
yeah.
Kansas State
Went to
because he
Ohio
got beat
State.
out there. It was like he's just a guy.
Think about the guys on the team. And Will
You know
Howard
what
had.
though? McCarthy must don't think highly of him, and the organization that was there with him don't think because they drafted Drew
One
Aller.
right after him.
Yeah. Last 2 are weird cousins. Central Cast
What up,
said,
Central Cast?
I'm still unemployed. I'm still sending super chats. Can barely eat. And my credit card's
Central Cast
maxed.
with?
Central Cats are
Oh,
our
yeah, I
number 1
forgot.
pick.
Yeah,
He
yeah,
our number 1
yeah. I
pick.
was just
We gotta
making
claim
sure.
him.
Whoa. Don't
We
try to
gotta
just gloss
claim
over
him.
that, Carebear.
Yeah.
Don't try to just gloss over that. Your co-GM just forgot. Not just
Look,
y'all
look,
number one
look.
pick.
No. I was being sarcastic, like, because you kept saying he on our team. He on our team.
Okay.
So just let y'all know.
Okay,
Just
my
let
fault.
y'all know.
That's
Yeah,
my bad.
who team is he?
Central
Yeah.
Cast
Because
Just
our
try
team
it,
shows up a lot though. Sugar Mama Shannon showing up. We might be a little unemployed on this
Yeah.
side.
Can you
But guess
pay your
what?
players?
We good though. We still showing up in the
You talking about me?
We
signing
still showing
the
up in the
franchise
super
tag?
chat.
Can you
We
get
still
Shannon
showing.
to sign him?
Terrence just missed a whole week. We really want to have a
Hey, she
conversation.
came back strong with a 50 ball and 220s.
50 ball, bro.
Okay, 220s.
It's okay. What did I can't do yesterday? By the way,
You right?
You right.
yeah, we saw his
What
face
has
up in the
B-Todd
50s. Come on
done?
now.
Yeah.
B-Todd is generational.
Yeah, B-Todd did his thing.
He is a
I thought
generational
you
player.
said Central Cash tried to play us?
He tried to play us.
How so?
Because he came to Sugar Mommy like, look, I'm
He
broke.
did.
I'm unemployed, and I'm still sending super chats.
Yeah, I
tried
don't
to
like
play
that.
us.
Because you're a poor college student. That's different than being an unemployed.
And a 50-year-old, she's an adult.
Yeah, and she has a 20-year-old child that we know about. So it's different. It's levels. Don't disrespect Sugar Mama Shannon, Central Cast, your weird ass. Last one. Don't call me Jake28. Said, can we talk about Glock Purdy being one of the highest rated quarterbacks in the game? Hashtag faithful. Hashtag bang bang. Hashtag Niner gang.
Hey, we gonna talk about Brock Purdy a lot this season. You already know. Hey, Karen, what's that right there? Got that real
One
quick.
of the
Got
top
that real quick.
quarterbacks in the league.
Did you look up if Jaylen Williams is Asian or not?
Hold on,
He
got that
is.
real quick.
He is.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is.
Take that 3-shot, Rome. Either way. Yeah, there it is. Don't worry, Brock Purdy gonna get a lot of love in the Speakeasy come season.
This is so nasty, bro. This just stays like staring at me the entire time. Hold on one second.
Yeah, that is sick.
So don't worry. Yeah, he finna get his love.
Oh, wow. He was actually born in Vietnam. That's only all I got for Super Chats.
Yeah, no.
But yeah, Jaylen Williams was actually born in Vietnam.
He was born in Vietnam?
He was born in Saigon, South Vietnam.
Not yet, no.
And moved to... Oh, no, wait. I'm sorry.
And he's been giving him quality
His
minutes.
mom. My fault.
Yeah,
his mom was. Yeah.
Look,
Vietnamese.
we appreciate you guys stopping by. Go ahead and hit that like button, hit that subscribe
Please,
button. And when you
please,
hit that subscribe
please.
button, a bell button's gonna appear. When that bell button appears, I really want you to click it. It's one time for me. It's gonna tell you, you know, you want to be notified when this person goes live, whenever they upload a new video. You need to hit yes to that because our times do change.
And
we
also,
will be back.
when Kieran hears the bell, he thinks it's dinner time.
Yeah,
so
it-
just hit the bell for a funny
it
reaction.
might be Taco Bell. You know what I mean? I really miss the
Cheesy
gordita
crunches.
crunches.
Yeah,
What?
yeah.
They went
No,
crazy.
they were
Well,
crazy.
y'all know what happened the last time I had Taco Bell.
Nah, I know. Bubble butt.
Y'all crazy.
Anyway, look, ladies and gentlemen, we appreciate you guys. We're going to be going live back again Sunday. Thank you guys for
social
joining us
shit.
this week. Sunday, 11:15 p.m. Eastern, 10:15 p.m. Central, 8:15 p.m. Pacific time. Don't miss it. I've been Carebear Kieran, TJ Hooshman Zada, Emmanuel Acho, Social Trey, and those guys in the back.
Shout out to the gang in the back!
They're getting too much love. They got all the love on the show already. Doesn't matter. All right? We'll see you guys next time right back in the Speakeasy.
Peace. Miss y'all already, fam.